Nevasoba365, nigga. PMB shit. Relly, what up? Forever I love Eastwick. Nevasoba365. So America, I'm scoping on y'all with the eagle eye. Nigga better not look at me with the evil eye. Could have my niggas outside your house staking out like it's dinner time. Can't let the nonsense intertwine, cause bullshit could enter mine. When it tourist your sign, it's about to be an epidemic for these dope lines. A-B-U-C-I-S-G and handle mines. When it's FB, I ain't twitting lines. Cause soon as you start to slide, they hearing it through the vine. I'm a stereo with mines. Marvel, you can stand or leave, it's all in your design. The soul I be, gotta say c'est la vie to a lot of material or
hand me down. That's why I create my own traditions. I ain't no pass around. I'm not. Being poor is just a mind state, so I will not be passed over on my quest to be great. So you know what I say to everybody that's going through this shit? Well wishes to y'all. You feel me? To your health, nigga. Better get your money right if you don't do nothing else, nigga. You know them niggas gon' hate. But get your money, block and throw it in they face. Cause some types of your health, nigga. Better get your money right if you know nothing else, nigga. You know them niggas gon' hate. But get your money, block and throw it in they face. I don't need the fame, I just need the money. I hope it's really love when they say it. Please don't hold a grudge, just know it's love if I say it. At the altar, getting my prayer on. Either you with me or you can get on. Rolling up Bloody Mary, having a seance. I'm still working on my legacy, my legs are strong, I'm running strong. This little light in me, I want the galaxy to see, y'all. This little light in me, I want the galaxy to see, y'all. Dang, this little light in me, I want the galaxy. Damn, Q, can we get into this? Let's get into this, man.
Yeah, that was tough too. I like that, bro.
Let's get into this, man.
Get me in that studio.
Yeah,
too,
you know
man.
I got you, Brody. You feel me?
Yeah, you
We gonna get in the studio. Damn.
Absolutely,
Raising all health. I had to play that, you know. That was something. I like to say I don't really go through depression, but I have my moments when I be down and out too, like, you know, everybody. So that was one of them songs I made out of that moment. But we here to talk about health, raising all health.
Right.
Mental health, physical health. You know, we in tough times right now in this world due to what took place 2 years ago. And it had us stuck and off balance for 3 years now almost, you might as well say. So now, everybody is discombobulated. Kids committing suicide, grown people jumping from windows and buildings. Like, it's crazy. They playing games like putting guns in their mouth, seeing who could take a bullet. That's a form of wanting to exit early, like. And we shouldn't be thinking about exiting early. We should be trying to prolong life, you know? Because the one thing that all of us got in common is birth and death. That's what all of us got in common, you feel me?
Sure.
So we should not be trying to rush to get out of here so fast, you feel me? At least try to prolong this shit, you get what I'm saying? Because we all got to make that transition.
Absolutely.
So,
right. Life precious.
Yeah.
Life short.
You feel me?
For sure, you gotta enjoy. You gotta roll with the punches.
Facts,
You
bro.
today, going tomorrow, man. You'll be wishing like
For sure.
Yeah.
I never seen nothing like it. Like, you know what I mean? Like how today is.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
crazy.
It's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're losing more people than ever.
Word, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
So before we get into that, like you already know, you know the vibes. Nevasoba365, I'm your guy. Nevasoba, stay high. I got the Nevasoba cast with me, the Rolling Nation, Olympic rollers in here. You feel me? What up, Olympic rollers? Introduce yourself.
You already know, Shy Molly.
Here's Chiefy in the building.
Facts.
Get it, man.
You know what I mean?
Let's get it.
I'm honored to be here.
Facts. You gotta realize people that you knew from your childhood can either help you grow or help you destruct. And you gotta know which ones that's gonna help you grow. Cause the ones that help you grow, you see in every aspect of step in life that you take, they be right there with you.
Right,
You
yep.
feel me?
Absolutely.
So we talking about what is the cause of mental health? Like, what's the issues? Child abuse, trauma, neglect.
From the
Yeah,
beginning.
man.
You feel me?
You gotta attack the beginning.
Hold on. You feel me? Child abuse, trauma, neglect, social isolation, loneliness, experiencing discrimination and stigma, social disadvantage, poverty, debt, bereavement, losing someone close to you, severe or long-term stress, unemployment, losing a job, long-term physical health condition, hereditary, biology. You feel me? Like psychological,
All that, right.
environmental,
That's crazy.
like
And people just let it build up because some people don't have an outlet to to let it out. So sometimes it just build up, and and sometimes people meet that.
too.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Some people meet that breaking point, and they explode, come out the wrong way.
yeah, true.
So that's another thing. We all need somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And express ourselves too.
Cause that's the hardest part of the thing. Like, like man, you was talking earlier on the phone when I said like you can notice like some people who be saying that I'm depressed, they actually saying it more than they realize that they saying it and had the ability to get up and do something about it. As to where a person who depressed, you can see it tears them down. They go through health conditions, like eyes messed up, legs, all that stuff. You feel me?
People that's doing it, people that's doing everything that you think that a person that's not doing that says what you were saying.
Yeah.
It's people that's really depressed that try their hardest.
Yeah, facts.
That you can't tell that they going through depression or whatever.
And they won't never say
They
it
put
to
a
you.
smile
Feel
on
me?
them. They put that mask on.
Yeah.
We all designed different, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the worst kind of depression for the people that hold it in. And don't nobody know what they're going through. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you start snapping. You just snap.
That's why I feel come from the root. Like, you know what I'm saying? Making sure you understand these children. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's too. You gotta talk to your kids,
Yeah.
man.
But you gotta realize, right? Now hold on, let me go back into this, right? You feel me? So with it being environmental, hereditary, psychological trauma, depression is the leading cause of disability in the U.S. Depressive individuals experience depression ranging from ages 15 to 44. An estimated 3 million people experience depression, and the most common depression in the world is mental disorder, and it generally affects women more than men. But however, men can't live in stressful conditions. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, because we already aggressive beings in nature.
Right.
So adding more to that aggression only is tearing us down.
Right.
It's taking somebody that's so strong and making them weak. You get what I'm saying? Like,
you have no purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As a man to whatever, you know what I mean? You're bound to fall to anything. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, we men, we got a lot of testosterone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got a lot of pride. You know what I mean? And we have ignorant pride most of the time because if you learn what pride is, you know when to use it, not to use it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As you grow up with wisdom.
You can't deal with pride, man.
Not every situation.
Not every
That's
situation.
called pick your battles.
If you deal with pride, every situation you won't last long.
Yeah. And
you might last in the memory, but you won't last in the physical.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying.
And you see,
you gonna end up dead or in jail.
You see how pride is still a word that's sticking out. And just the last episode was motivation, pride, respect. How I broke down how to use pride. You feel me? Like which way to use pride. You was there, bro.
Yeah, we went live. Nah, we went live. Remember we went live?
I came at the end.
Nah, you was sober, never sober though. You feel me? But yeah, you feel me? You see how that pride still sticking out, like, and people realize that that word pride, it's so many ways you could look at that word pride.
Yeah.
For instance, when I told y'all, in the word pride is ride, and you gotta sometimes know how to let things ride, cause don't have too much ego.
Right.
Now, on the other side of that word pride, you take the P and the R off and put the I in the middle with the D and the E is die. You could also die from that pride if you use it wrong.
Absolutely. That's
True.
every day you see that.
You feel me?
That's true.
So you gotta learn how to.
You gotta know how to channel it.
Yeah.
How to channel your pride.
Facts. And there's mad ways to do this, you feel me? Because they say typically as adolescents, we experience it from our environment and our peers and the people we around and stuff.
Right.
Like, so that's the thing, like how you say the root, you feel me? It always takes the village to raise the child.
I love
You
village.
feel me?
Yeah, village is
You know,
everything
both
to me.
hands wash the face. That's how we roll around here.
It's not 1, 2, 3, man.
Fact.
You need.
Like I feel like the kids growing up today, like they don't got
They don't
tough
got
skin.
that.
Yeah, like they don't got tough skin. Like you know how like we grew up with our cousins or whoever older brothers. They might have stoned us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Facts.
So that kind of built us to have tough skin. See, now the kids not going through that now. If somebody, it's called bullying
Yeah,
now.
you
Like,
say
you know what I'm
something to a
saying?
kid now, they fuck around, lock themselves in the bathroom.
Right.
and
It's
they
not the
start
same.
going through
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? So
Yo,
like, you know, the
it's the,
generation
like, we
wasn't
came
raised
up-
how we was.
Yeah, we
You know
came
what I'm
up
saying?
different.
I don't mean to cut it out,
Nah,
but
you're
that
good.
comes into making sure, being that you know that you adjusted as kids.
Yeah,
Right,
you
to
got
your
to
kids.
Listen,
make sure
you
what
know,
you
when we
say.
was young,
You gotta watch what
we
you
want
say
our
now.
people to adjust because you see how
Right.
hard they was.
Yeah.
And
It's just that we seeing that the new generation got more advantages. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
as far
they
as
don't even
how
whoop ass
society
no
is.
more. We used to
True,
get our
yeah.
ass whooped.
Because
Right, no,
Right,
You can't even
when
whoop no
you
kids'
go to
ass.
whoop a kid ass, the first thing he say is, "I'm gonna call
I'm
a
gonna call the
dyke."
people.
Right,
You
right,
feel me?
yeah, we ain't never think like that.
I don't know.
We don't even know who the people was, boy.
Right.
Bruh.
Yo, my kid was
Anytime I
just
thought
like
about cops, teachers, or anything coming to my house to see my mother, I always thought about an ass whooping. So I did my best to keep it away from her.
Traumatized.
Yo,
She
bro.
never knew none of the stuff that I did. You feel
Right,
me?
right.
Like till I got older and like yo, let her in on stuff. You feel me?
yeah.
Like,
This whole generation is different, man.
Absolutely.
Like you know, like even with the kids and stuff, like a pair of Jordans come out, they
Yeah.
all want to get the same color Jordans,
Word.
the same exact Jordan. Us growing up, we never was like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you get the red Jordans, I want the blue ones.
Yeah, I'm trying to be
yeah.
opposite. Like,
Yeah, or the gray
I'm gonna go
ones.
get the pennies. You got the Jones.
Right,
I'm gonna go get the pennies.
Or you know we'd be mad if we walk outside and both of us got the same
Like,
pair of
I'm going to
Jordans.
change.
Right.
Exactly. We wasn't like that.
95 came
That's
around,
why,
bro.
like, you
When the
know,
Dion's, I heard Dion saying they had sneakers coming out, bro. That's what I wanted.
Facts.
I want Dion's, bro.
And you know what else too play a part? Because when we think about mental health, we got to think about eating, and that's the biggest part of all. Like, you feel me? They say that scientists have found that links between low level of certain nutrients such as magnesium, iron, zinc, vitamin B6, B12, and D.
yeah.
You know, make you.
Right, give you energy, make your energy levels different.
So now if you ain't got that in you, you feel me, and you eating all this junk food and
You feel
food that's
sluggish.
artificial and all of this stuff,
make you feel sluggish and down, like, you know what I'm saying?
so you depressed, your mental state messed up.
That's
And
part of
I
the
even
reason.
want to. I want to add on that because I want to talk for the brothers that's skinny and bony and shit like that. Now I want to tell you some real shit. Like, you know, most skinny people, whatever, have a fast metabolism.
Right.
I can eat as much as one of my brothers' head. You heard? And you will never see the effects on me. You heard? But you know, it's the number one thing with black people that be killing us, bro. You heard? Is that colon? You know what I'm saying? And my skinny brothers, a lot of, bro. If you look at your history with black people, I don't care how, if you big or skinny. Just because you skinny don't mean nothing, bro. You heard? You gotta eat right because you heard.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Your organs is your organs.
Yeah.
Even though you got something that burn that fat, you heard?
Yeah, it's the inside. Like you can have a guy that's big and built, go to the gym every day, but he not eating right. He just work out. But you eating right, so you could be more healthy in a sense than the person that actually is working out.
See, this is where the whole thing come into play at when we, even if we eat healthy and all that stuff, but if the mind ain't right, it kills all of that. That's the most powerful thing in the body. So you can eat healthy, work out, do all of that stuff, and the mind will destroy that if it ain't right.
Right, exactly.
Because you get what I'm saying?
Shout out to the athletes
That's what control everything.
that
Your
goes
went
mindset,
crazy.
I mean,
You heard?
Yeah.
That
So
goes back
that went crazy because that's a prime example of people being fit, but still not mentally right, and we got prime examples of that every day.
Right.
All
That's what I was
sports.
about to say. That goes back to like working out. Like you could go and work out,
Facts.
but if you're not actually concentrating on what you're working out and concentrating
Yeah.
on, you could easily throw whatever
doing that
loosely,
shit
but if
for
you
nothing.
ain't
But that's
concentrating
that's
on
your
it,
body need, like, and concentrate what you
right,
really need.
exactly.
And shit like that,
Then
you
you're
feel
gonna see results.
me? Facts.
Fact, you're right.
Right.
You see faster gain like that when you focus.
Exactly.
Take your time and
Exactly.
not
Yeah, you
burn
ain't just
yourself
throwing
out.
it up.
Yeah, you
you
feel me?
concentrating on certain parts of your body.
You flexing while you doing it and everything.
Exactly. You
Like,
tighten up them
yeah.
certain parts. Exactly. Yep.
so that's what I'm saying. Working out is a key to keeping a healthy mind as well.
That's true.
Even
That's
if you
why
do a
people
little bit of
meditate,
working out.
yoga,
I always tell
meditate,
people,
like,
you
that
know,
shit
the easy
is
thing to
healthy,
do
like,
that we
you know?
do every day, walk and run.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's part of the reason I go
Walk
to the
and
gym,
run.
bro. Like that's
You
like that. It really gives me a peace of
Easy.
mind. I go to the
Yeah.
gym. I like to go in the morning because it like that sets the tone for my day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I accomplished something.
Something word.
You know what I'm saying? But then I
I
go
can
in
do
there, I go in
whatever.
there with my headphones on, listen to my music, and I just zone out.
Yeah.
Like I don't go work out with nobody because I don't like to talk and work out. I just concentrate and just think about things that I think about, and it helped my
It's
day.
the stress.
It helped
Sometimes the stress reliever,
stress reliever,
somebody like
you know what I'm saying?
just make you feel better with
and
yourself.
it helped my day go
Certain
along.
people that help them get through their day.
Yeah.
Right, I
They
feel
day
better
ain't
about
complete
myself.
without like, oh, I ain't even go to the gym
and
today.
even-
I'm gonna have a bad day.
Right, you like he said, like it goes to like what you eat, you feel sluggish. Like your body reacts to that. Like,
Yeah.
like when I don't work out, I feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I ain't did nothing for the day. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You
To even add
ain't
on,
accomplished nothing.
Yeah, man, I feel incomplete.
to even add on before you go on, to even add on to the people that don't even work out. Like, yo, like if you know you went hard one day, you know sometimes we eat a burger. You heard? We eat some shrimp if you into it.
Right.
We might eat
Mhm.
fish. We might eat, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a balance to everything, yo.
Right.
Like,
Word.
if you gonna wild out, you feel me, on the weekend with the meats and all, and whatever.
Gotta balance, like you
Get
said.
that salad in there one day. Like, just do a whole salad one day. Like, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Do a juice. Like, you feel me? Because
Right.
you balancing. Even
Water
if you don't
too.
work
Water
out.
is
Yeah,
very important,
water.
you know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
especially, listen, man, you should always have a bottle.
Got that in.
Waking up or falling asleep, you
Right.
should have a bottle of water
Episode
next to your
sponsored by
bed
Duh.
all the time, bro.
Right.
Like my pack of
You know
water
the
is
vibes.
next to my bed.
Yeah. Oh, we
You
all
heard?
need. Cause look, we drink so much bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Juice. So
Hydrators.
yeah, like that never quench your thirst. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know, at least for me.
True.
I can drink
Gatorade
a
don't
bunch
even
of
do
juice,
it for
right?
me, bro.
I can drink a bunch of juice and be thirsty all day. I'm like, damn, I feel like I ain't drinking.
Yeah. So
But I
look,
need that
right?
water.
When you said that, now imagine your brain, right? What you do to your brain with sugar, cause sugar go in your body and go through your liver and everything, and come back up to your brain and sit on your brain and crystallize like Coke would do. You get what I'm saying? On your brain. So this is why you be hyper energetic, running crazy.
Kids get that sugar rush.
Now the
That
more
shit
you
go right
keep,
to the brain.
the more you keep adding that sugar in there, is making your brain dehydrated. Cause sugar consume water.
Yeah.
Feel me? Salt is
Yup.
as also
Same
is in
shit.
sugar. You
Yup.
feel me? So now it's consuming that, and you wondering why you dehydrated or you got these headaches and all of this stuff from all the sugar that you
Sinus
put in your
headaches.
body.
Facts.
Yeah.
Sinus headaches, eye, all of that.
White sugar. When you mess
Yeah,
with that white
that's-
sugar, cane sugar,
Your balance
yeah,
off,
it's off. Even peanuts. Like peanuts is not the thing to eat because truthfully,
You naturally got a lot of sodium.
the only real nut in the world, and people could go look this up and do research, because anything I say, I want everybody to go research. You don't gotta just
Absolutely.
take my
Tap
word
in
for
your
it.
own
Go research
research.
and find out yourself.
Absolutely.
But a walnut
You lose, though.
is the only real nut in the world. The almond came from a wild almond, but it's 3 types of wild almonds that they don't know what made the almond today. The Brazilian nut was a hybrid off of the walnut and another nut put together.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
They planting like
Yeah.
like bug,
And they
like how they
call
had
it
different
nuts.
type of they
God
mix it.
damn.
bro.
Yeah, you feel me? All of that, like even certain
It's
fruits.
crazy,
Like for
man.
instance, right?
I never knew that.
like for instance, bananas that we supposed to eat is not the ones that's long like this. We supposed to eat the little small ones. Yeah.
Okay.
You feel me?
Them big joints probably
Those hybrid shit,
they grew them in the factory.
They grew that shit.
Not natural.
Coca-Cola, the bag of Coca-Cola.
That's why they even said about watermelon. They was like, yo, watermelon's supposed to have
white
seeds.
Black seeds.
Yeah, the seeds.
Yeah.
That's why they say seedless watermelons.
Is
right.
That's hybrid.
Hybrid. They
feel me?
They made them in the plantation.
So look, when we think about carrots too, carrots was made in the lab in New York to kill the ovaries of a woman, right? But it was an orange carrot. The real carrots are the white ones and the purple carrots.
Okay, I never.
You never see those.
I never seen
cauliflower came from a plant that. Now, peep game, right? If you don't know bud, you don't know plants. Right. If you don't know plants, then you won't know what to eat, because there's a lot of plants in nature named sativa.
Okay, yeah.
You feel me? So the plant that cauliflower came from is named sativa in it. It got sativa, the name in it. So, as well as kale, the original kale plant, wild kale. So you got to know what you're eating. Like rice. White rice is not real in nature.
They say it's bleached. Right.
Yeah, that's bleached. Wild rice is what you want and all that. You get what I'm saying?
Like, wheat rice. Or
wild strawberries is what you want. The little small strawberries, not the big ones we eat now. Those man-made.
Right.
You feel me? Right. Like you want the little strawberries. Corn.
That's why them shits don't taste right.
I'm about to put you in the game about corn. Look, when it come to corn, you know the whole corn that we eat, that's this big, you feel me? On the cob. Yeah. That corn is not real. You supposed to eat the little one like this. That's called choy.
Come in the
Chinese restaurant thing. Yeah, that's the real corn. That's the real corn. That small one, because what the Indians did, they took that corn, right?
Yeah, I seen them corn.
They took that corn, the Indians, they took that corn.
It's green white.
Hold on, bruh.
My fault, Brody.
They took that corn and they made it bigger, showed white people how to make it bigger so they could have more food. You see what I'm saying? When they came over here, they taught them how to
factory-lize it. However you say, like you said.
The Indians showed when the world got smarter when we taught the Caucasians and everybody else how to grow. Americans, how to farm. You get what I'm saying? The Americas. So
it wasn't sharing like that.
Yeah, so you got to think about that. Like, we taught them how to farm over here, and that's how the world got smarter, knowing how to do all this shit. Everything crazy that you could think of, like, most of that shit was made over here. Then China came into play years later because of how they rose into power over there. Like, you got to know when everything rose into power. But however, America is the superpower of the world. We never lost power. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like,
that's some stuff that, you know, we gotta get into.
You feel me?
That stuff I don't be looking
like,
into.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? This shit's so deep. When I was in AZ, I found out that if you bring organic food from Oregon over into California, you get caught bringing that in, you might get 2 to 3 years in jail.
They don't want you to have it.
Because you can't even bring hemp flower. Hemp plant.
That shit's still illegal.
Yeah. Like the flower hemp.
Nah,
but you can bring seeds.
In Colorado, you could do that. In Colorado, they legalized cocaine.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and meth.
In therapy.
Yeah.
In therapy, right?
No, like
legal.
Like a dispensary. Like
you can go to a dispensary and buy
some coke.
Yeah. And buy weed, so you could just imagine they up there getting rocky. In the Rocky Mountains. They mile high, for real.
1 mile high, you can't breathe with that motherfucker.
You feel me? Yeah. So that
shit wild.
But you could get locked up for bringing vegetables into California, and the reason because of that is because California is the one controlling the vegetables right now. Over here, from the west to the east, they mass producing all these fake vegetables and stuff. So if you get a seed, if one of the real seeds fall into the Terminator seeds, because that's what they call the Terminator seed, only produce one thing, and then if you try to plant the seed from that fruit, it's not gonna produce again.
Okay.
That's why it's the Terminator seed.
Yeah, it's artificial.
Yeah.
It's not, you gotta get the DNA from the fruit to produce.
Yeah, you feel me?
Cloning shit. Y'all cloning fruit.
Like, because what we gotta realize, like, that whole cloning process, everything still stems back down to the human body and the human makeup. they know that they could take 4 or 5 cells from a melanated woman and clone somebody. But a white woman, they need a whole bunch of things from her. They only need 4 or 5 cells, maybe even just one from the melanated woman, and they got them a baby. They know only it's electricity. Dr. Sabi told y'all we electric. Yeah. You feel me?
That's why when they put little cells in the lab, they shock the cells and shit start multiplying.
Word.
What the fuck is that?
So,
like, that shit be weird.
It's true, like, you know, the eating affects our mental.
You see it in other members.
Like,
oh yeah, nah, for sure.
Not
that fish, like,
for
you know how the fish still be.
Oh yeah,
that motherfucker.
And you know
like
what
that
mean?
Tilapia fish is like you can't.
I'm not tilapia.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like I'm just like making it like you can't go in the ocean and
fish because that's farm made.
Another thing too, I want to know one question, bro. Why we got all these fish and they only sell 3 of them? Like they be having black salmon all in the ocean. They be having all types of stuff.
That's the thing. You got to go to a spot where they sell good shit at. Like for instance, the spot it's a spot in South Jersey called Shrimp Box, and when you go there, they right by the water, and you could taste the difference of the shrimp and the fish and all that shit because it's coming right out the ocean, right? And you get to sit by the ocean.
Sometimes you might get a shrimp that got a piece of sand in it or something like that.
You feel me?
Yeah, I know.
That's when you know at least it's real.
Yeah, you know it's fresh.
That was Chinatown, bro.
Yeah.
That was the freshest shit I ever got.
Exactly.
And them shrimp they got now in the Chinese store, shit ain't right.
Man,
what is it?
Cat knuckles. They got curled cat knuckles. They fry it up.
Them shits ain't right.
Swiper, no swiper.
Something ain't right.
Electricity, what I meant, and I want to talk about mammals, like, you know what I mean? Because anything I could breathe, you know what I mean? I was saying with the fish, is that we've seen mad demonstrations of, you know what I mean, the flesh still generating
life.
You know what I'm saying? Past.
Yeah, past life. You could
their consciousness, like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing with we gotta realize too, right? Everything got a consciousness in it, right? For instance, if you was to take an apple, 2 apples, and put them right here on the table and put them underneath a microscope and cut one, the other one was small, decrease in size, get smaller.
Hold on, say that like what?
It would decrease in size because
like you had 2 under a microscope.
Yeah, and you cut one, you would see the other one get a little smaller. Because it felt that.
It felt the energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That shit crazy.
Okay, yeah.
You feel me? Like when you take a room full of pianos and you hit the letter C, all the pianos go off if they all tuned right.
Yo, do you? I want to ask.
That's quantum mechanics. That's quantum physics. You feel me?
I want to add on that walk. I want to add on that walk because somebody told me about like because they worked at a slaughterhouse. And not to go too long, that these animals that they killing, they frantic, they get tense, like, you know what I'm saying?
And they releasing bad poison through the meat and all that, and you eating it. Let me get into that, right?
Speak.
Yeah, when they slaughter animals, you know, animals being fed when they slaughter them, so they release a bad toxin out in the meat that already poisoned the meat. So now when you get it, you see the meat got this different colors in it, looking rainbow or yellowish. Right. That's the cancer all in it. But people still eat it or cut it around and cut it out and be like, oh, we cut it out. Right. And instead of, it's dead. It's dead already.
I got you, right.
You feel me? And it got the blood in it still. You feel me?
Yeah, ain't no way around. Ain't no cutting it out.
Like,
it's in there.
It's in the blood. See, the power and the life and the energy is in the blood. Remember on Spookism, I told y'all about over in Europe, they had vampires, white people that was called blue bloods because their skin was blue. But in order for them to stay alive, they drunk regular blood. You get what I'm saying? So you got to think about that. That's kind of still their nature. You get what I'm saying?
Like that. What movie is that? Nigga was going to the supermarket stealing red meats.
Like Quicksilver. They was around too much fake silver.
The name of that shit.
Like Peep Gang. You know how we do the black. Look, listen to this, right? This shit about to fuck you up.
Same shit that do to them, bro.
This shit about to fuck you up too, bro. Like, how the fuck? You know how we use the word fugazi? It's a people called Fugazi, and they was blue.
That's crazy.
Because they was around fake silver. You get what I'm saying? Like,
and what that do to you?
Yo, that shit.
Over time, what that's gonna do to your pigment?
That do it do
That's
a
the
lot
same thing.
to your pigment.
If we was to put my whole body full of fake gold, bro, what you think I'm gonna turn? I'm gonna be green.
True.
Definitely.
Now imagine you got 1,000 people doing the same shit.
Facts. We all green.
Yo, it was green people at one point, and they're not gonna believe.
Facts, right?
That's what I mean by people that when you talk about vampires, blue blood and shit like that. That's where that shit come from.
Real.
And I told you, man.
That's crazy.
When you hear stories when they first come out, it's just like in elementary school, bro. You have to pass a message. By the time we get to the 30th messenger, bro,
That was telephone.
it could have been something so simple, and they made it so magical.
True.
By the 30th messenger.
So
You have to read between that shit.
We gonna get more into some shit with the food and stuff and everything. Let me close. Nah, you Gucci. Let me close this right here. Having a worrisome mood can lead to anxiety and risk depression. Risk depression. What you eat affects your physical and mental health. Having a diet filled with vegetables and nutrients can improve your sense of well-being and your mood. We need to create a protective factor in the community, like support, proper parenting, and economic opportunities. Ensure that the children and youth functions are well at home, in school, and after-school activities, at work for adults, and in the community. It takes a village to raise a child. 2 hands wash the face. Know that.
Right.
You feel me? Like, so we gotta realize, like, bruh, it's a lot of things that fruits and vegetables that can help with anxiety and depression, depending on how we eat, like Brazilian nuts.
Tap in.
The things that they give off.
Yeah,
You know,
enlighten us, yo.
you feel me? Like Brazilian nuts is good for anxiety, like as well as killing cancer cells too. Like these things, even though they was man-made, but it still got some of the real property in it. Like a lot of it, where they couldn't really cut it like how they wanted to. You get what I'm saying?
Too much I could do to this.
Yeah, ain't too much I could do to it. Rosemary help with migraines and stuff.
It's one of my favorite herbs.
As well as rosemary is used for praying. You get what I'm saying? Keeping you protected. You get what I'm saying?
The rosemary.
Yeah.
The beads.
Sage. Sage is the number one thing. Sage clear bad energy, negative energy out your house. And bad, not in a sense, because we got to realize that word bad is not really what it seemed like. You get what I'm saying? Bad is not really the word bad. They just added that D there. Yeah. Because in ancient...
too much of good is bad.
Yeah.
My fault.
Because in ancient Egypt, you feel me, in Kemet, the word ba, B-A, you take that D off, B-A, that word in Kemet, that's something talking about your soul. Basically, like, your soul be up working at night, and in the daytime it rests. You get what I'm saying? It's like a bat. Or your ka. Your ka is like that essence that's gonna live after you. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's mad things they put words to and sounds. Like, yeah.
Yo, what you describe is actually what I know of Bay.
Yeah. You feel me?
Feel me?
Yeah.
It's talking of the soul.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people put Bay in their name. I'm not talking about B-A-E. I'm talking about B-E-Y.
Y. Yeah. B-E-Y.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear that, Bay? Tap in.
Yeah. Wait, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel
like
me?
Bay and Ba.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And speaking, you know what I mean? True soul.
Well, we ain't gonna go into that because when you go into the Bay and the L's and the Ali's and all that stuff,
shit we be in forever.
I ain't mean to say that.
Different episodes.
We got a lot of shit.
Yeah,
We got a lot of shit.
all that stuff. Why these people got these names?
We can blab all day, but we gonna stay.
This represents the elements. So when you, like I said, like other foods like ginger, you know, ginger is good for clearing a lot of sickness and killing cancer as well. It's a lot of things. Not ginger ale. Ginger. The actual.
You know, we think ginger ale is the key.
Or the Super Saiyan of ginseng.
Yo, elderberries, one of the best things you could get. Like, elderberries help with a lot of things, especially keeping the so-called COVID, flu, all that type of stuff away from you. You know, like
everybody drink tea, right?
Of course.
Ginseng tea.
That too, but not too much of ginseng tea, because you know ginseng take, ginseng itself was a man-made thing.
It's a toxic.
Yeah, so it's like it act like garlic. Too much garlic could fuck you up. You get what I'm saying? Like garlic dry you out, vinegar dry you out. So you gotta know how to use it.
You gotta use it moderately.
Yeah.
Too much good.
That's why you could die from that. You drink a whole bottle of vinegar.
Yeah, boy,
you gonna go out. You gonna go out.
Done. It's somebody could take garlic, let it get old, and when it turn that greenish purple looking color, take it, put water with it, mix it up, then pull it in a syringe. And then if they catch you and stick you with that syringe and shoot it in you, as soon as it hits your bloodstream, you're done. Damn. It's poison.
Poison, word up. Damn, that's what, my bad, that's what old girl was doing in you. But she was growing some shit. I see you?
Yeah.
Damn,
I ain't
she
seen
was wild,
that.
She was on that poison.
It was short for Bayou though, right? That's a movie, right?
Nah,
it was
this
short
was on
for Bayou
Netflix.
though.
Yeah.
I think it's short for Bayou because they
was dealing with voodoo in there, right?
Yeah, they was in New Orleans or something like that.
I was talking about something different, but I know what you're talking about too.
Oh, wow, I thought that was the movie you was talking about.
You feel me?
It was a series of shit.
That might be the same thing.
Like all of that type, like even the vegetables, the herbs, the fruits, all this stuff we used in rituals as well too. You feel me? Like. We could use that to do mad stuff with. So you could use it for good, you could use it for bad. It's all depending on how you use it.
Right.
Other like fruits and stuff or herbs that help with your mental or your body, lavender. Like the smell of lavender. Just having lavender lit keeps the room in a peaceful state, and when people walk in your room, they feel
it's it's like a soothing atmosphere.
You feel me? Yeah, they feel good to be in here. So imagine, you see how we got these blue colors, all this shit already in here, like this down to earth already, and we got earth tones. So now we had the lavender going and all that shit. You feel me? Or the dragon blood, because the dragon blood incense or the smell, it could work for two things. Dragon blood help fight off unseen motherfuckers that got jealousy against you. So once you light it, you let it do what it do. You feel me? Or you could use it to do whatever you needed to do. You feel me? Like it's like these things they was using, the herbs that and stuff that we used or eat or fruits that we eat, the ones that was good and not man-made, they also used them for good in they rituals and voodoo and all of that shit.
Like, it's a lot of knowledge in that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Well, you saying a lot of things that I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
hell yeah.
That's good.
And that's our culture, because all religion came out of voodoo. Voodoo ain't nothing but the practices of the land. Knowing how to take elements from nature and manipulate forces to do what you want. You get what I'm saying?
For what you just said, man, like you got sometimes you gotta simplify. Like if let's say you created like a pineapple literally smell, some crazy thing, right? And you burn it and people feel a group of people feel satisfaction of anything, like you feel me? Like you're gonna have some people against that.
Yeah,
you're gonna be
true.
like, yo, this guy's using some type of potion, bro.
Yeah, but even saying that goes back to lack of not knowing.
Yes, it does.
So that's what we talked about in spookism. Lack of knowing. So right now we ain't even gotta mention that, because lack of knowing would permit you from not saying that. You get what I'm saying? Because if you know better, you would not say that. If you know what you're doing, but
the people that do know, I'm talking for the people that
like, even if you got some people that know this is common. Like you got some people that want to see other people upset.
That's all I was trying to bring in. We can always speak on like all the people that want to
balance.
That go along.
This is everything that you saying is what we touched on already. Balance, motivation, pride, lack of knowing. You feel me? So when you in that system of voodoo, understand the system of voodoo. When you in that system, or if you know about that system, you know what's bad and what's not bad. You see what I'm saying? So a person who has no knowledge about it, who never studied it, or none of that stuff, they automatically gonna demonize it as bad because your mind is made up to do that.
Already made up.
You feel me?
That's a fact. So you got 50 people in the room.
That's what lack of understanding though. See, that's what he keep not realizing. Lack of understanding causes that. When you don't know nothing about it, you will say that. When you know something about it, you won't say that.
You
feel me?
Bring them, because you got people that don't
But we talking about health. So we talking about health and we talking about how the things is.
You got Chad
moving.
Ocho Cinco that
You
say,
feel me?
You got Chad versus Science. You heard? Like you got a bunch of athletes that go against him talking about, bro, you gotta eat right, like you gotta work out, shit like that. You got somebody like Chad that be like, yo, I eat McDonald's every day. They're like, he bugging. Like, and I agree, like, yo, you bugging, but
we ain't talking about like that, Brody. We talking about healing. What you talking about is going against. Health. Yeah, nah, we not talking about that. The way it is, bro, is like if somebody knows something, they will not say dumb remarks. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a fact.
Nah, that's not true. Cause you got some people that's just ignorant and want to go against
the grain.
And
they know better.
Right,
like,
the people who is watching, first off, listen, the people who is watching and tuned in, they tuned in because they got an understanding of what's going on.
Right.
So the people who don't got an understanding of what's going on, it's not my job to make them understand. They come into that light when they come across it. Whatever strikes their ear. I'm not supposed to, I gotta break it down, spoon feed them. The people who understand, I connect with them. And then once a person come into understanding, then now we can connect. Right, I don't force nothing. It's vibrant, it's general, it's natural. You feel me? You don't do that. Because that's not real spirituality. Real spirituality, you let a person come into understanding on their own. You feel me? Rather than trying to...
We talked about that.
Exactly. You get what I'm saying?
Real and fake.
That's what all of this been talked about. That's why we got to move along and look what the topic is. Because now we healing. We healing. We got through all of the motivation, the pride, the good, the bad, and all of that. The spookism. We got through that. You get what I'm saying? Now we healing right now. So we talking about healing and the things that can heal the body and the things that can help you and what you could do with these things. Not what somebody gonna say you can't do with or these things is bad. Because the people who know, they gonna take this, and if they feel as though it can help them, they gonna use this. The ones who gonna hate, they gonna hate. That's what that's designed for. That's balance. I'm not worried about that.
This conversation probably like 3 to 5, 10 people.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's needed. Because you might have turned.
We not, but bro, you talking about something that we would discuss behind the scenes. Like we not worrying about what's turning 3 to 5 people. The people that staying connected in here is connected. This is turning people away from it. Me having to elaborate on how we should be conducting right now. You feel me? Mm-hmm. This is turning people away.
My bad.
You feel me? Like, stay on topic. Because, like they said before last time, people got to stay on topic of what you talking about.
Right. That's how you keep the people attention.
Exactly. You feel me? So we talking about these herbs, how they heal, what they do. Sunflower seed, you feel me? These type of things. Coconut, rosemary, turmeric, peppers, pineapple. Do you know that they gave a person 3 grams of pineapple every day after lunch, and it brought their sight back? Because there was a test they was running to see how they could fix your eyes without having to go in your eyes and actually do surgery. And doctors know that they don't have to do surgery on your eyes. They can feed you right.
For the money.
Exactly.
They do that so you can go through.
You see what I'm saying?
Get the pills, the actual pills, and
Rathermore, first off, to everybody that's watching, what I'm doing right now, I know I'm taking a risk what I'm doing right now because the medical industry don't want you to talk like this about the vegetables and all of this stuff that could, heal you and everything. So therefore, I'm already taking a risk. So forget who the people who gonna hate and got something to say. The ones who need this, y'all gonna get this work. You feel me? Like basil, lemon balm, weed grass, these type of things does so much stuff like cure cancer, cure Alzheimer's, cure diabetes.
Get your blood flowing and stuff.
You feel me?
Beets,
how you pump it?
Like diabetes is not fucking generic or it's not passed down. You can stop that shit bullshit. You got it from your father. You got it from You did that shit damn self.
You feel me? Burdock root is the number one thing that Dr. Sabi talked about getting because of the abundance of iron, and most of the time the body need a lot of iron, but not too much over it. You need to have a certain amount of everything, to balance your body out. And burdock root, kale, these things is abundance in iron. Like if you having problems with iron, you get cold too fast and all that. those are the type of things you want to keep in mind to eat.
If you're anemic,
Right.
tap in.
That's why. Like,
Yeah.
Gotta build your iron up.
Facts, you gotta make sure you.
And stuff like that.
And
most of the stuff that we know is good for us, we don't like. It's not gonna be appealing to us. It's not gonna taste
That's
good.
because they pushed that bullshit on us. Parents got pushed on. So, I mean,
Like Supernova Salam, that's Queen of Ford son, and these people are what you would call they part of the conscious community, but they healers in the conscious community. They work near Dr. Sabi, by him for years, as well as Dr. Phil Valentine. We could go on. Dr. Lila Africa, he just passed away. There's so many names. They all work side by side with Dr. Sabi and helped him do a lot of things. Cure AIDS, cancer. They seen a person shit out a tumor. You feel me? From what they was giving them.
that's crazy.
So,
shout out to Robert Wilson.
yeah, him too. You feel me? Like, so this shit is real. Like, these things could be done if we change our diet and how we eat, because that is always going to affect our brain first. The foods you putting in your body and everything, or what you putting in your body.
Number one. That's the number one. That's all these cancers coming from.
Yeah, true.
That's a fact.
That's 100,000 different type of cancer. Like how?
And they talking about they can't solve none, but that's bull. You feel me? They
got medicine for all of them.
For all of that, man. I'm sure they do.
Take this.
How they come out with the vaccine for COVID in such a short period of
He
time.
changed his diet to he listened to some Chinese people in their pharmacy.
Yeah.
Like
Dr. Sam?
herbal, natural shit.
Robert Wilson.
Nah,
Robert
Robert Wilson.
Wilson.
And he was taking, he did their method instead of the hospital.
Yeah.
And he shit his own cancer out.
Damn,
He actually bagged it up and took it to the hospital.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
I'd have sued their ass. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
I need to sue. Like,
That's
I'm trying to
And he
kill me.
lived way
Like,
longer than he was supposed to.
And,
word, like, that's
and we
crazy.
we gotta know these things as being surface melanated and them being Caucasians. We gotta know these things that when you go to the doctor, our body is not made up the same, and the doctor know that.
Facts.
So he can't
So the shit y'all
prescribe you
going
the
to
shit.
Google for, like,
Yeah.
oh, he got such and such. Not me. That ain't right for,
Yeah,
for us.
that ain't for us. We don't have the same genetic makeup. They come from us. We can't get blood from them.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right. They can't.
We could give blood to everybody in the world, but we can't get blood from nobody but people that look like us.
Like
This-
us with the melon.
That's how you know right there. That tell you right there.
you
Like,
feel me? So that
cream bean.
So it's like once you know that, it's like, you got to be mindful of the things you put in your body,
Right,
or
trying to
who
fuck
you
it
let
up.
do shit to your body when you go to the doctors, all of that shit, or what they do. You feel me? I'm not
Same
telling
with
people.
the easy.
See, this is what I want
Stop.
the people to understand. I'm not telling y'all don't go to the doctor. I'm telling y'all to utilize the doctor to know what's going on inside of yourself, then go back home and figure out how to cure that yourself before you just start indulging in all their medications.
Taking these pills that's
And I
gonna mess you
wanna
up.
add on, you know, the main thing to change is your diet. You know what I'm saying? To be, you know what I'm saying? Normally when somebody has cancer, they're a meat eater. You know what I'm saying? Drink a lot of concentrated shit, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
With chemicals in and stuff like that. The people that stay natural, you know what I mean, tend to live longer than us.
Live longer, have better health.
You know what I'm saying? So
No, my aunt
your diet is everything.
Like she like 70, like she look like she 45.
Yeah.
She don't
I
eat
keep
meat.
saying
She
that I'm
don't
gonna change
like,
my diet. You know what I'm saying?
She don't eat
Eat more
nothing.
greens and stuff like that.
Now, look, I also wanted to say, like, to a lot of my meat eaters and stuff and everything, everybody, like, you could eat your meat, but eat it in moderation. Treat your plate like it's a fancy restaurant. Put your meat in little cubes. You notice that it's been 5-star restaurant.
Yeah.
So you be like, what's this? You like $100 for asparagus?
Filet mignon. Get some
Yeah,
shit.
for real, you be mad as hell. Like, they showing you how to eat right, and they give you more vegetables than
Anything else?
You
Yeah.
feel me?
Portion it out right.
That's how you
I think
supposed
they
to
say
eat.
like I'm not, don't quote me, but I'm just saying, I think they say like 2 to 4 ounces somewhere is
Right.
Good
And how
amount
long
for the day.
meat take to digest? Like a couple days or something like that.
Depends what it is, right?
Yeah, it
Like
depends.
beef. Like
They said vegetables take the longest.
Look,
like month or something.
Look, this is the thing, right? Vegetables take the longest to get out your system, but while it's in your system, it's still giving you nutrients.
That's why it takes so long. And your body's holding on.
Yeah, look, I want to keep this shit in there.
Bullshit is like,
I gotta come out.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Like the old saying was, everything that's bad for you come out of you, but watch what's bad that come out your mouth. So don't talk bad, go curse at motherfuckers creating harm with your mouth. Right. But the shit that's bad for you gonna come out of you when you go to shit.
And that's the waste area, right?
Yeah, that's the waste.
Alright, that's another conversation for another day. I want to talk about that too.
Yeah.
But facts,
we know about the waste.
But chill. But yeah, bro. If we just we so used to, hold on, bro. Let me change. I didn't mean to do that. We so used to soul food. Shout out to soul food. I love it. Like you heard. But we have to be moderate. Like you heard, like you said, we have to know our intake. Yeah. You know what I mean? For example, for myself, like y'all know I'm a steak beef eater. I love beef. Like you heard. True. Like if I go ham one day, I try to. The next day, like, do all salad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or mostly the day salad and try to eat something light. Yeah, man. Make sure you drink water all the time with everything. And you know even if you smoking weed, drink water. Keep the case of waters by your bed, because you got to go to sleep there and wake up. I've been talking long enough. My shit parched.
Special water.
Yeah, that's not good water.
I got to
make sure to get you this. I can't show you the name. We ain't promoting them, but just feel
you know when it's in a glass bottle.
Yeah, man.
When your water come in a glass bottle, it's lit. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Over spring.
This shit been around.
Tap water.
This water been around since 1806. So you know they been killing them. You feel me? But yeah. You know it's funny, man. My grandfather said, he said when he was young, like, one day they gonna start selling water. Bruh. We gotta pay water for selling water. Think about this. Saying air is next. Think about this. They took
we selling water.
Jock straps. Not to stray off topic, but they took jock straps, made them into bras. You feel me? Sports bras. And then this how they came up with the concept of sports bra. Feel me? Shit that was holding the nuts.
Yeah, right. Hold the nuts.
It's crazy.
You feel me? Like,
wow.
But yeah, like when you think about this, like I said, raising our health, we gotta be able to work together, understand when somebody is going through something, or try to talk to people, see how they doing. Like, don't create no harm in the world. You know, speak to people. You never know. Somebody might got a lot on their shoulders and probably about to jump off a building, and you could be the one to save them.
Yeah. Just by saying hi, just by saying like, how your day, what's going on?
People like, some people keep tough exteriors, but they be having a lot on their mind though, and they might be like, hey, how you doing? And go home and have suicidal thoughts.
Words, like my ex, she used to say this shit to me, and a lot of people like she used to be like, I love you if nobody told you that today. And I used to think about that shit, like, why the fuck she always say that? Until that I got more into shit and be like,
like, that's facts,
like, damn, that's dope. Because most motherfuckers don't hear that shit throughout the day.
That's facts.
You feel me?
You gotta tell the people you love them, man. Tell them you love them. That might be all they need.
Like, even like me, like, sometimes, like I be like antisocial, but that don't mean that I don't got love for you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like, some people might feel like that. Like, damn, it's like he ain't, like Chiefy don't fuck with us, or they don't fuck with us because he don't call us, or he don't come and hang out. But you never know. It could be that person on insecure, going through his own thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? He dealing. Maybe he don't got no money to come out today, or maybe he don't got no haircut, no shape up or nothing. Yeah. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know a person. You gotta know a person's heart when you're dealing with them.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, a person that got your best interest at heart. Like me, that's what I always say. Like, when it comes to anybody I deal with, especially me and my niggas, I always got our best interest at heart, because it's always to make us better or put us on to something. You feel me? Like, or my family. Like, it's just genuine with me. Like, I can't go up without y'all. You feel me? Being around, or my family being around. You get what I'm saying?
Right. But yeah, you gotta know a person's heart, and you know what I'm saying, like their intentions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because a lot of people like may feel like that, like, yo, Chiefy don't fuck with us or whatever, and he don't come around, he don't call us everything. He ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Not going to mental health, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got if you know your people, you know, like you said,
you know something.
The caliber you talking about, you know.
If he ain't coming through, he probably going through it. Know what I mean?
You gotta recognize that.
He
Don't
probably
shame
grinding
him.
right now.
That's exactly
He trying to make something happen. He pop out.
And that's the key word, what you said, the caliber. Like y'all saying, the caliber. People gotta realize the caliber of person that they dealing with.
Right, you gotta know that person hard, like. You know, internally, like, nah, bro ain't off that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every time bro come around, it's love. Or,
fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like,
I'm pretty sure we all seen the DMX interview on Drink Champs when he said, expect people to be them.
Be
Don't expect nothing else.
People to be themselves.
Love them for who they are.
That shit was like one of the hardest shit.
He said, when somebody show you who they are, believe them.
Man. You know what I mean?
Believe them, right.
You feel me?
That's facts.
Like,
show you once, that's who they is.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Somebody
gonna
do
be the
some
second time.
F'd up joint, you know what I'm saying? Like you could count on it. Like, damn, that's how that person is.
That's why you have to practice being transparent with your peoples, so you could give them the confidence to be like that with you, or to for them to have something to say to you, because sometimes people don't want to say something to you because they feel like it might tarnish something,
trigger something
or their
else.
relationship. Man, you gotta make sure that you give confidence to the people that you love, that you will accept anything from, you know, bad or good, you know what I'm saying? So you get a real response.
Word. Because family means, when you look at the word, it means servant. You feel me? And not serve it in a way. You serve it in a good way, because you always want to make sure your family is straight. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is your account. So when people be like, yo, I feel like I'm being used, the word use is in that too, but however, you shouldn't look at use in the sense like it's your family using you. You get what I'm saying? Like,
you want to be used. You know,
that's your legacy.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to say, like, I'm not saying get taken advantage of. We're not talking about that. We're talking about being used for good. Like, it's a balance, right?
It's a balance. It make you feel good when somebody could use you and you got the help for them.
Yeah, like Auntie shouldn't have rent.
Yeah.
I mean, and you can help her. Like,
you can help for that.
Even if you can't help her directly, like coming out your pocket, like you might can put Auntie on to some, right? Exactly. Like,
Auntie, I just seen this little. I mean, you could just get this real quick.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Trade this Bitcoin real quick.
Exactly. Shit like that. Right.
That's facts.
Auntie, it's a little temp job over there. They paying out every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cash for the day. I know. I ain't got it, but I could, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At one point, bro, there was no goddamn money.
Exactly.
What you was good at, do that, bro. We need
that's
that.
A different
fact.
For this community.
You
know how to build this shit? All right, cool. You know how to go clean water? You know how to go hunt? You know how to nurture? You know, that's how we came together.
It's a team effort.
That's what village
teamwork make the dream work.
Now that the money's involved, we just got to make sure that we could handle the money, whether it increase or decrease or whatever we do.
See, we be dealing with pride, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
pride, we gotta throw that away.
Yeah, know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep it 100.
The only way we gonna go. And egos. Know what I'm saying? Like one person might feel like you bigger than, like, and it might not even be that. Like, know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here for. We all equal, but a person might have that jealousy in their heart, like, oh, he taking over, or he doing this, or he doing that. You know what I'm saying? They feel left out, but really, that's not your intention. It's all love.
Exactly. You feel me? Because you don't need everybody there to do everything. You get what I'm saying? You need the right people there.
Right. That don't mean that the people that's not there is not included.
Exactly. Just because you're not here don't mean you're not included.
Exactly.
You need the right people. You feel me?
Right.
Like,
this shit take PS chess.
Like mental health, right? Like mental health. Right? Like let's take a classic. Like, you know, like the Black Panther. Like we all seen that, right? We all know Michael B. Jordan's story in that movie. You know what I'm saying? He just seen somebody drop down. And he was playing basketball. He went in the house. His father dead. Not knowing what his father's legacy was, what his father was trying to do. He grew up thinking this was that. You know what I'm saying? He went back on revenge. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? He was killed or not killed because you don't know what they're gonna do with the story. But it was like, imagine if those two brothers from opposite sides
came together.
The type of health that the whole kind of imagine those two strong brothers, but that's what we gotta. That's what we gotta. And then when it comes to reality is that we have to make sure that we protect that unknown, not being educated, because Michael B. Jordan didn't know.
He ain't know better.
You know what I'm saying? He was just going off what he was seeing and what he was
told.
Right? Even though he had the knowledge that they had.
Right. And that goes back to even to our own community.
You know what I'm saying? That's in everything.
Like boom. That's like even like today. Like these kids be going back and forth. Like like the younger generation, like the kids, they be going back and forth because they from this hood and y'all from that hood. But some shit that happened. That they don't even know about. You feel what I'm saying? That they don't
That's
even know about.
That's what I'm talking about. Reality.
Jokers is our age was beefing 10 years ago.
Don't even know what the fuck they beefing over now.
And me and you, like say me and you was beefing, Shop. You from this hood, I'm from that hood. Man, you was beefing 10 years ago, but now we cool as hell. But they don't see that. Yeah, like they just, I'm from here, you from there. Like it is what it is, and it's just,
that's why we need people. I mean, pillars of the community, or people that somebody's supposed to be somebody.
Come together.
Show people like, nah, look, bro, we can be cool. Look, just chopping it up. That's my people's. Like, y'all don't need to be going that.
And they don't even be
knowing. But ain't no like that's either here or there though.
Yeah. That was just a point.
That's a point though. That's a great point.
That all coming to like, look, because we all a community, right?
Right.
Our communities are not mentally healthy. You know what I mean? So it's not even here or there. Y'all are still in the same. You know what I mean? It's a lot of branches to health. You know what I'm saying? Like,
a lot of bridges need to be connected. You know what I'm saying?
Like, we can go from self-love to, team love to
all that.
Whatever you want to go to, you know what I'm saying? It's all open to it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's why,
we just gotta be open to it.
Just open to it, right? You got
opposite sides gotta come across without causing chaos.
Exactly.
Facts.
To get to it.
Yeah. Like, I know people probably.
What was that?
I know people probably thought earlier what they saw was going to be a rift, but it wasn't a rift. It was just intellectual property or knowledge being thrown around with each other, you feel me? So we could get understanding and keep it on the same accord, because we hailing.
Sometimes we go. Sometimes we go.
That's natural.
Yeah, we hailing. So
caught up.
we getting the understanding of things, or understanding, because we don't want to be underneath standing. Because when you underneath things standing, you really don't get to see it clear. Like, the reason why I say understand and overstand, because when you take a piece of paper and you write on it sideways like this, you really can't see clear enough what it is going on until you stand up over that motherfucker, and now you got a clear view. You feel me? Yeah.
But at the same time,
you gotta overstand things.
At the same time too, I'm glad you brought that up, is that, bro, if you got love and care and time with a person, you know what I mean? Like, stop taking things to the guts though, like it's a stranger.
Yeah,
that's what we do a lot.
Man, you take it to the
you
moon.
hear something you don't like, and we like, nah, he ain't messing with me, he don't rock with me.
And you ain't even get to the bottom of it, or you don't even know if that's fact, or if that person really feel like that, or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Because we all different, right?
You just take it and run with it.
But if we all have care and love for each other,
that's why,
I don't care how much fire is in the conversation. I don't care how much nonchalant it is, bro. Yeah. It's all about the message. You heard? It's all about respect too.
So I got some other things that people could do for to help heal them, relax them, help them get through the day. Meditation is a great thing to do. Like,
somebody told me I should try that.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna try it.
For real, yoga, all that type of stuff, meditation. That stuff will help you get through a lot. You won't feel like overwhelmed by anything that you about to go through. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And working out, that's best way to relieve, because when you thinking, you pushing it out.
I can relate to that, because I do that.
Yeah.
I work out. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? And you probably got a great workout regimen where it keep you motivated to want to come back and work out.
And I actually see results, and people let me know that they see the results in me. You know what I'm saying? That actually keep me motivated. Like, people, men and women, tell me like, yo, you look good. Like, whatever you doing, keep doing what you doing.
Yeah.
Like, and that really motivates.
Too.
Yeah, that really motivates.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, word.
And workout is probably I'm agree is the number one thing, man. Because it's nothing better than accomplishing and pushing yourself to a limit that you thought you couldn't do, and then you at home and like, I did that.
And then even though, you know, earlier I said, you know, I like to work out by myself because I be in the zone, but, you know, I just was thinking to myself that I need to start working out with other people to push me and take me to higher limits. Because, you know,
they doing something more.
Yeah, that's going to make me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to work out and do what makes me comfortable and just, you know, get by for the day. It's going to make me feel good, but I'm going to do what's going to make me comfortable. Now, if I work out with you, like, we might do burpees or something different, something that I'm not used to doing. It's going to take me out my comfort zone. But it's going to make me
you know
better.
what, I'm going back tomorrow, do that. I'm going to fuck with
It's
them tomorrow.
It's going to make me better.
And that's a physical and a mental thing. And, you know what I mean, that y'all taking advantage of. And even for the people that don't like to work out, because I know it's a lot of people that don't like to work out, bro. If you like to throw darts, if you like to go fishing.
I just started going bowling with Slizzy, you know what I'm saying? My man Big Slop, you know what I'm saying? And his lady, and me and my lady be going. And I just took
enjoy
it. I went with my daughter and my lady the other day.
You
you know what I'm saying? But
and that right there, what y'all doing, bro, is like, y'all creating a generational thing, because if y'all was to keep this going, then now
the
kids will grow up doing this.
Right. So now it was like a friendly competition. I'm telling my daughter, like, yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass. Like, I ain't gonna take it because you a kid. Like, let's go. And to my surprise, she was doing good too. But you know, that's just something that. It was like just a bonding experience.
That's what you want to use your pride at.
Right, exactly.
If that makes sense.
Motivation.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Your pride is to push your daughter.
And that's what I was, because I want my daughter, but I'm going to kick daddy.
But I ain't going to let up, though.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
To bring
it's
the
a
best
cool
out of
world.
you.
Yeah, it's a cool world out here.
You got to use that.
So, that's what I'm telling my, we competition. Like, I ain't going to take it light on you because you're 12 years old, though. I'm going to kick your ass.
I got a 10-year-old, so I'm definitely... In the area that I'm about to like turn it up, like
start going bowling, just little stuff.
Oh, we do it like as far as like the communication, like as far as like with the educator at a 10-year-old, what reality is.
Yeah, true.
Just trust me,
because they
exactly
the children, the kids, like I said, they like I want to say this before we take a little quick break. You feel me? The kids is the future, and the youth is really who you should look at as your God, because they gonna change the world.
Be here when you
feel me? Exactly.
Like that's who you molding.
Like we all leaders. You get what I'm saying? Nobody is bosses, because you gotta realize that. Like I said last time, and like ARF said, a boss is somebody who wants you to work for them. A leader is a person that teaches you.
Right.
You feel me? Like, and that's what I'm doing here. You feel me?
Teach me how to catch that. That's why teach my brother how to catch that.
That's why, like,
you could be a Hitler, Malcolm X. You could be the darkest. You could be the lightest. Like, you have a choice.
Yeah, free will.
Free will.
That's like you know, like I had one guy, like, you know, I considered as a friend, and he was trying to, you know, charge me for the information that he had. You know what I'm saying? He was charging me.
You could.
That's a snake.
I got it right here. No, but then I got another guy that, you know, I consider as a friend.
Yeah.
And he was giving me the information because he like, yo, bro, I just want you to win. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a true friend.
And it was a difference, and I seen the difference. I'm like, damn, like everybody talking about like they want you to win, but like, why you trying to, like, you know, charge me for the information? Like, that's something like you should do. You should have a seminar to strangers, something that you that you do for strangers. Now, but you know me personally. Like, why you gonna charge me for the information? You know, even though I know everybody gotta eat, you know what I'm saying? I know nothing in this world is free, but you know, it could come back on the back end. You could be like, yo, Chief, I'm gonna show you how to do it. You know what I'm saying? But on the first one, hit me up. Yeah, hit me with this. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I wanted to speak on as far as our work ethic. You know what I mean? Like what he was saying. Because mental health also, like, you straight to be able to concentrate and social interact, you know what I'm saying, and still be able to get your job done. Now, you know, a lot of us work together, like, you know what I'm saying, on the side note, a lot of family members, like, we got a job, we all work together.
True.
You know what I'm saying, and that's what it is, teamwork, you know what I'm saying, being a leader. You know what I'm saying, not instead of, like, seeing somebody at work, like, look at this guy, bro, look at you doing his job wrong. Yeah. Instead of sitting back doing that, like, hey, bro, listen, this is how I learned.
Right.
This is how I did it.
Right.
I think it might be
easier for you
to try like because this. You know why?
Nah,
when you in the system, when you in the system,
not harder.
And you really just want to accomplish, you're gonna try to bring everybody up to your level.
See,
because you don't want
us as people, we feel like, damn, he might get a raise before me if I teach him how to do this. And if he do, I'm gonna applaud him. Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But this is just how people think. It's just how people think.
And that was the whole show when we talked about motivation, pride, and respect. You feel me? People looking at the wrong type of motivation. That's when they take materialism and think it as to be motivation. Seeing somebody get a Birkin bag or a Benz and all of that stuff, that's wrong motivation. That's not motivation.
Right.
You feel me? That's a way of making you think, want more than what you could have. You get what I'm saying? You're living without your means. Because, like I said, the only thing you really need to live in this world is food, sleep, and water. So all these clothing and all of this stuff that you get,
that's just an accessory.
Don't think about what he got, but how he got to where he wanted to get.
You gotta think about you gotta think about how he got it.
That he was able to get what he wanted that you don't even agree with. If you want to look at it like that.
Don't think about the meal that he made. You know what I'm saying? Think about like what the ingredients he did to make that meal.
That's it. That's what I want to know. That's what we all want to know at the end of the day.
Why,
even the haters, they just can't see that.
Whoever seen episode 3, Motivation, Pride, and Respect, y'all know all of this was talked about in episode 3. That everything was talked about this, about good pride, bad pride, good motivation, bad motivation, how motivation could push you away if it's not the right one. You feel me? So we talked about a lot of this in episode 3. Y'all could go back and recap that. And far as raising our health, we really have to be conscious and aware of the things we put in our body, what we do to our body, and know more about our body and our environment, and be able to create and build new things that's going to help empower the community and around us. Because if you make yourself better, you might as well make the people around you better too. Because otherwise, if you just get better than the people around you, it ain't gonna make no sense. So
like that's like what what Jay-Z was saying. If he said he helped his brothers, what he said, I can't say the exact, but if he said we each other crutches. If one fall, I know laying on you, and we get back together. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the community should work. But just for some reason, like we don't think like that. Like we just don't make it happen.
People do. It's just the right people not together.
That's what everybody keep missing. We do think like that, but it's the right people. Like how right now, it's the right people.
You gotta have that circle.
You gotta have a link. You gotta link everybody on the right. Everybody gotta be on the same.
Yeah, man. Cause like I be saying a lot of stuff, and like I know I'm not perfect or nothing like that, but I be saying a lot of stuff. I be like, damn, like why does person feel like that? Like I didn't do nothing to that person.
It's hard to grab somebody mental when they in their shit.
True.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just hard, bro, to be...
What's up, old boy?
Go ahead, my fault.
Oh, no, I thought I told you, my bad.
Hold on. But yeah, so we about to go to a break real quick. Got to see what's up with old boy, my guest. Supposed to be coming. So we'll be back at this 10-minute break. Feel me? Nevasoba365. You know the vibe.
Yeah.
I'm on live.
Well, we got you, bro. You know, you feel me? It was like it's something different for us.
It's just conversation, like you know what I'm saying. Have people with good intellect on here, like you know what I'm saying, like with good conversation.
Yeah, facts. You know, we always had good conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
Me? Like, so
you know what I'm saying, good dialogue, good intellect.
Shit. As soon as he get this, put it back on. I just got one thing to say before I ask the questions and shit. You know, Worm was supposed to be here. Roach. I meant Worm.
What people understand. That's red tape.
Yo, damn. Yeah, that shit live too, right there.
Shit came, bro.
Yeah, nigga. You talking about he was tweaking.
Damn. Yeah.
Tweaking too, man.
I told him shit called Nevasoba365.
What is wrong with him? Don't he see the face up there? I can't feel my face, guy, with smoking a blunt. Nevasoba365.
Put Redman in the back of my pictures, boy. That shit crazy.
Nevasoba, I can relate. My name Chiefy.
Yeah, you feel me? And that's it, because they say, you know, when you chiefing, you calling up to the ancestors, sending your energy out.
Oh, yeah?
Peace pipe.
Yeah,
They had the peace pipe.
that's why they was getting chiefing, you feel me?
That was that
And the reason why it was chiefing, called chiefing, because the chief was the one who started off the peace pipe ritual.
Okay.
You feel me? So now when a nigga from out of town got to come in and talk to the chief and all that, the head niggas all sitting around with the chief, with the peace pipe blazing. You feel me?
Right.
Like
getting the move right.
Word.
That's why Columbus and them came. They say you want to fight. They said peace like Columbus.
They was calling it peace.
We gonna chill. Matter of fact, we gonna.
You know about the island that's under India? Like the far off the coast, a little bit off the India.
I'm gonna go more live.
Yeah, Australia, whatever.
I'm gonna go
Like you
more
heard about
live.
Christian brothers trying to go over there. They killed his ass, whatever. Like,
Word.
that's yo. Part of their house is not allowing nobody to come
Get
here,
your
bro.
dub merch,
Word.
shirts,
You know what I'm talking about?
hoodies.
Facts. Make sure
I
you
can't get the island names. I think you know what I'm talking about.
I got my dub. I got
Quarter
I got-
redirect.
I got a bunch of them.
Right.
I sent you the other link.
The link change. Alright. Hold up, we gotta tag the other link.
So, yeah.
Every tuned in, Tony Nevasoba podcast.
Give me a second, I'm about to send y'all another link.
Yeah, we about to send a link to the YouTube.
We got
Talking about health.
we got a bunch of dust.
Oh, it's a bunch of
got this one.
Quarter redirect, right, Q?
Yeah.
Show them the
Quarter
shirt,
redirect. Make sure, if you need your
Show them the
anything, hold on, wait. Also, episode sponsored by Quarter Redirect. You feel me? If you need anything made, holla at my boy Q. Embroidery.
DTG.
Yeah.
Screen
Quarter
print.
Redirect. You can find him on
All that
Instagram.
shit.
Where? At Quarter Redirect. At Quarter Redirect. Holla at my boy Q. Duh merchandise. You know, hit the Duh IG at. What's the Duh IG?
Duh 2020. 2020.
You heard him.
On Facebook, quality merch on Facebook.
Thank
Or
you.
can hit me direct. Shout out to Molly. Vibe, man. Pull up on me. I pull up on you.
Excuse me.
Chiefy, don't you got something too, Chiefy?
Oh yeah, I got the clothing line 100%. Everything 100%. We also got the restaurant
Yeah,
too.
exactly. Go into that, boy.
We got the kitchen downtown, Elizabeth, New Jersey, on 3rd and Court Street. You know what I'm saying? We got the soul food for sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Every night we have something different, soul food, but we also got a main menu.
Talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah, where we sell, stuff off the grill, cheese steak, Italian cheese steak, wings. We got buffalo wings, sticky wings, French fries.
Right? No swan.
No swan
Pull
on
up.
the grill.
Facts.
You ain't gotta never worry about that. Your food being mixed with nothing.
Hey, John J in there.
We three.
He said bring him up. John J said he gotta come up,
Oh,
bro.
yeah, we definitely gonna bring
John
John
J.
up.
That's an entrepreneur right there, you feel me? Nah, I mean, smart man right there, boy, for the culture.
You know what I'm saying?
We might get us whacked.
Hey, yo, 30 Court. What's the exact address?
300 Court Street.
300 Court Street.
We in the back of the bodega.
Tell everybody go look in my body.
What's the best dish? What's your dish you know what I mean? You recommend for anybody to like eat from there? Like, what's your favorite?
Yo, go to my bio, the new live.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, I eat everything from there, but like on the regular one, I can always go for a hot pastrami sandwich.
Woo, yeah.
Hot pastrami with the cheese.
Facts.
lettuce and tomatoes. Right?
Damn, man. Y'all made me think about, I don't know if y'all remember downtown back in the day, just finding homes at Virginia.
Crazy.
Virginia's, boy. You feel me on second.
I don't think
YB, what's up?
Magnolia.
YB toned down, you know what I'm saying?
Bizzle.
Hey, Jay, you know you gotta come up here, boy.
Hey, John Jay gonna get us whacked.
Yeah, John Jay,
We
you
need
gonna
that.
come up
Y'all
like
trying to get
crazy.
whacked.
But we need you out there. Your mind
So
is
walk gonna get us whacked. Fucking with walk.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just speaking what I learned from, you know, the great master teachers that done passed on, so they just left me with some information.
Yeah.
But I ain't trying to go against y'all pharmaceutical companies.
shout out
I'm
my
just
brother Gift,
telling y'all that it's another alternative, you feel me?
Shout out my brother Gift, New Jersey. You gotta get Gift.
You
New
can
Jersey
choose
up
what you
there.
choose to choose or do what you want to do, you feel me? However you want to do, but the choice is yours. You got free will. Like,
Absolutely. And always, you always gotta research. Do your own research, man.
yeah, in fact, don't just take all of my
do
stuff
your
off
own
of face
research.
value or what I'm saying word to mouth. Go do your own research. You feel me? I push people to go do their own research and all that.
Facts.
Hey, well, what should, I mean, like,
Spread it out.
on,
Facts.
to, I'm not saying we in conclusion right now, but.
Nah, we ain't in conclusion yet.
But the health, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as people that, mental health, as far as people that's feeling alone or feel like nobody feel them or they don't want to speak up, you know what I mean, or what they dealing with, like, you know what I mean, what are things that, you know, that you suggest, like, how you should get comfortable with, you know, being transparent if you do have somebody.
We gonna get into that. You feel me? Like, Q, you can turn that up for me? That's what I say to everybody. We just gotta relax, you feel me? Take it easy. You feel me? This shit gonna get lit. We gonna be Lukey, you feel me?
If you ain't talking that,
I ain't talking with you, I ain't puffing with you, I ain't posing in pictures. I am coaching my nigga, I am supposed to be a winner. I am hard. So made it go, my nigga. I know what the road hold up ahead, so I hold my head up high and live that never sober life into a motherfucker fly. Watch me transform in advanced numbers, get a rancho, that's Cucamonga. Snow bunny blacking over the panther, I gave it a killmonger. It don't matter the season, I'm well seasoned and worthy to kill summer. Whatever I put my mind to, gotta buy me a crib and my mom's too. You can play with your kids, play with yourself, but don't play with me, fool. My daily ritual, hazing like a college school. Youngest running plays like it's college school. Gun and shoot, you should never laugh at a bum, cause one day that could be you. When the tables turn, just hope the right meal's in front of you. The road I paved is the road I use. Bustin' moves until I bust my shoes, bust a move. Pussy get bustin' heads too. Capital One rule, you gotta pay if you take out my wallet. I get out of this world. Astronavis, Nostradamus, I predict when it's your problem. I predicted we your problem. Opposition's never a problem. I got a hit and ain't spot him, got him. I'm gonna ride the wheels off until I'm sex tired out. So the monsters out. X-File account. I got an X-Files account. I never paid for it and still got files in my house. Waddles around my house. Ho-hos all around like Santa Claus out. Getting pounds on the elbow like Big Bone. Getting that kickback from the kickback. Little sweet eye candy trying to get broken off like Kit Kat. Please don't make the shit click clack. You know them setbacks turning to get back. Here's a cool fact. Just be you. A cool cat. Don't let nothing conclude cat. Them same spectators gonna pay you cash to see where you at. Be where you at, never will. I need the cash so me, my family, and friends could just chill. Feel me?
Yeah.
Just relax.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like that shit, just relax with it. You know, PMB shit. For real. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to get shit together. I'm multitasking, doing mad shit. I'm built for it tough. Yeah, so you know the shit, like you were saying, Brody, how I feel about the people who are having trouble with communication and what I feel like they should do. I feel like we gotta be able to notice them people that's going through it. You feel me? And see.
And make them comfortable?
Yeah, pay more attention. You get what I'm saying? Because people walk around life.
Read the signs.
Yeah.
Some people give out fucking signs all the time.
Yeah.
Like saying certain shit or doing certain shit like that's.
I don't even want to say I agree with reading signs, but also like. Not even reading signs, man.
You gotta seek and know. You feel me? Like, yeah.
You're supposed to speak about with people that you care about and love about, bro.
Right. And
you gotta,
I'm gonna cut you off, but people gotta want to help themselves too.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't help. That's first. Like you gotta care about yourself and have self-love. You can't help nobody that don't want to help themselves, no matter.
Can I give you an example real quick?
I agree with that too, in a way, because because sometimes when you it's certain people that you think you helping, but you really enabling them. You feel me?
Right.
That's
you get what I'm saying?
I get exactly what you're saying.
Because this, for instance, right, like a bum. We could take a bum for example.
That's all I want
right?
to speak about.
We could take a bum for example. You see a bum one day, you give him $1. Then you see him the next day, you give him $1. The next day, you give him $1. And all that dollar is doing is tributing to his downfall.
Right.
You feel me? Instead of taking him up, cleaning him up, and getting him a job, making him work for this shit.
What they say, you could teach a person, you could feed a person a fish, but if you teach him how to fish, then that's a gift for life.
Yeah.
Can I say something about y'all?
Feed his family.
We all got, we all born, especially in this country, we all supposed to have free will, right?
True.
You know what I'm saying? In parts of this world, like, it's people that want to be homeless. Like, it's people that's homeless. It's a homeless. I've been through a handful of people. It's a handful of people that I know that's homeless. That promise
don't have to be homeless.
No, that don't. But they came down and even spread love. You heard?
Yeah.
It might sound crazy, but I seen it with my own eyes.
Chairman on the board.
You heard? And it's like.
Tell them what up.
And when you see that other side, what I mean by that is like, you see people that's so simplified. Like what you say we need?
Oh yeah,
water, food,
sleep.
I get exactly what you're saying.
But that's not the broad spectrum. The broad spectrum, what you talking about, I'm just talking about for a small.
I get exactly
because it's a small community compared to what you was talking about. But I just wanted to make sure that their voices heard too.
Like
because it's a flip side.
Reiterating on what you were saying, like you can have somebody that's a millionaire, multi-millionaire, and be miserable.
Robert Williams, shout out to him, one of my favorite comedians, bro. I still don't understand this.
Hold on, let him.
And like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can have somebody that's a millionaire and be miserable and hate their life. Then you can have somebody that don't have nothing, not even a red cent, 2 pennies to what they got, and be happy.
And and that's deep. You say that because when you think about our community, like we understand what it is to go through the struggle, and when we get something, hold on. I'm gonna talk. When we get to the struggle, I mean, we go through the struggle, and then when we get something, we know how to balance it. Some of us, not all of us. As to where most rich people who already set or got money already, they always commit suicide.
Right.
You feel me? Because once they lose it or something, or they in the same,
they don't know how to cope with it.
Because they never been through it.
They ain't never been in the mud.
They ain't going through human shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, they think they've been spoon-fed their whole life.
Like, yeah, they going through humane shit. Hold on,
now, that's not to say, now, going through the struggle is something some of us experience, but all of us don't really struggle when you take a look at it, right? Because, nigga, like, for me to say that, my mother, one thing she know, I never liked the word poor. Because I thought that was a mind state. And since a little, you feel me? Since a little boy, you could not say that shit to me or play around with me saying poor, because I never liked that word. You feel me? Because it's a mind state. Because I clearly knew my mother got 7 kids, but all of us had every fucking thing we wanted. You feel me?
Right.
Hey, you walk in our house, our living room, white furniture, all that type of shit. You get what I'm saying? China cabinets, all this shit. And this living in the hood.
Facts.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, so I can't say I was going through the struggle, because Mom Deuce made sure we ain't struggle.
Right.
But you need an environment.
You feel me? Now my environment, I seen the makeup of my environment and how some people in the environment was struggling, or other households wasn't like mine that only had 2 kids or 1 kid. You get what I'm saying? Shit like that. You feel me? So I got to see the whole make
so
up.
You living off your own and others.
Yeah, you feel me?
Right.
So
Experience.
So it was like, damn. Here it is. When I go inside my mother's house when I was younger, you feel me? Step foot in my house. I know how it is in my house. So, you know, you wouldn't be sitting on white furniture. I go in other people's houses. I see how they kids all over the white furniture.
Same bills,
you feel
Right.
me?
There's different rules though. It's just different rules to different
You
households.
feel me? And that's where they go back to, like the upbringing of helping your mental health, or you get what I'm saying?
That's what make leaders.
That shit
and make,
definitely fucks
that's
with
what make
mental health,
leaders
your upbringing.
whole ass niggas and followers. You know?
Yeah.
Because if a person like me is to see that, that's what makes me humble. Because it don't matter what you have, bro. It's about your integrity, you know what I mean, your principles, and your morals.
Yeah,
You
that's
feel what I'm
like
saying?
me. I say I don't kiss ass. Like I don't give a damn what you got.
Like I'm not
what I got.
$100 million.
like for instance, let me break this down. Like I'm not the dude that, like we all grew up. I'm not the dude that go to the Chinese store, get a platter, get 4 chicken wings and rice, eat 2 chicken wings and rice, and be like, yo, one of y'all want this. You know what I mean? I'm the dude that's gonna go get 8 drumsticks from the meat market. You feel me? Some thighs. Put it on the grill, we all eat.
Word.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna probably get my mom to try to give me some string, maybe some string beans or something.
To make you stretch
Because
it.
I don't know how to make it.
So you so you can feed everybody though.
And
Like,
it's all under $10 what I was gonna pay for the Chinese.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
It's another topic I want to touch on. It's called stress. I want to say time stress, because people don't really know how to manage their time, and then you work so hard doing what you do, like working, and you don't get to enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Right.
And then now you stressed out, like, yo, all I do is work. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like
I can't enjoy it, and I don't got this, and I don't got that.
You feel me? Like,
Right.
and that shit.
For nothing.
Yeah, and that shit feel
That's
like
what some people feel like.
yeah,
That's
that they
American
overworking
dream.
themselves.
Yeah, that's the
Working, and the
American
key
way.
is
That's what they want you to do.
work smart, not hard. You feel me?
Right, exactly.
Like,
I
and-
tell my lady that all the time. Like,
Yeah.
we'd be at the
But you
restaurant.
know now, in this new
Because
day
she
and
always
age,
want to be busy and doing this and doing that.
yeah.
I be like, yo, sometimes like
focus
Fall
on
back.
yeah, let's sell what we got already, and you know what I'm saying. Let's just cook stuff that's on the grill.
Word.
Like, sometimes, like you gotta have that piece of money. That's why we started the business,
Yeah.
so we could work smarter, not
That's
harder.
why y'all
Yeah,
yin and yang
facts.
too.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
That's why y'all got that yin and yang.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Because you there
Yeah,
for
this
that
day and
balance.
age,
for that balance,
this the
right?
entrepreneurship
That's a
age.
beautiful
Word.
thing that
That's
y'all
how you
got
like-
going on,
and
man.
that, you know,
Make
that's-
sure y'all remember that always in y'all darkest times. You know what I'm
and
saying?
this
Exactly.
this what we
Y'all got
all
that
gotta
yin
look
and
at.
yang.
2 brains is better than 1. You know what I'm
Fact,
saying?
fact. And that
So y'all prepared
hold
for
on,
the
look,
dark.
and let me touch on that 2 brain
Right,
thing.
right.
Because when he said 2 brains is better than 1, you gotta understand the brain itself made up. They say men only think with one side of their brain, but we got 2 sides.
Right.
The other side of the brain is female, represented as a female. Creative, intuition, intuitive, emotion, all of that stuff. Men's is logic, straight to the point, the left side of the brain.
Right, hardcore.
But when you bring them 2 together, that's the union.
Magic, right.
You feel me?
You make magic like that.
Yeah. So it's always duality. You feel me? Duality is this just showing you the separation of one, and when you come together, you get that wisdom. That's what 3 represent. You feel me? Like, so you get that wisdom.
Right.
That's that understanding.
Yeah.
Like,
and we all need that. Like, it's balance.
That's
You know
what
what
we
I'm
need
saying?
with the child.
Exactly.
That's what the child's supposed to do.
That's
all
when-
the wisdom.
That's when the child
For
come in.
both mother and
One,
father.
2, 3.
Yeah, a village. The village.
Because what we gotta learn, pregnancy in a sense is not just physical pregnancy. Because you birth things, you feel me, without seeing.
Right.
So if you and her on the same page, and it's gonna be in Raunchy Spice. If you and her on the same page, right, and y'all engaging in sex, and y'all climax at the same time thinking the same thing, y'all can manifest that.
That's true.
You feel
That's
me?
true.
We gonna see it. We gotta see it. We
But-
gotta get into that Raunchy Spice.
That's Raunchy
Oh,
Spice.
look at that. Y'all would skip that shit. Y'all trying to expose me now.
That's Raunchy Spice.
Live, yeah, give me all live.
Yeah, we live.
But yeah, I want to say
Can't
like.
talk about none of that.
I want to say that everything in this life is time and will, sacrifice, and whatever you want to do in life, you gotta be able to make the time for it, or whatever you're willing to do to get what you need for it. It's either way. It's all about sacrifice.
Right.
So if you want to enjoy life, you got to sacrifice certain things to get what you want. Or if you want to have more in life, you got to sacrifice certain things and know what to sacrifice. Don't sacrifice something that can upbring you, motivate you, lift you up, and then you end up with trash and shit, and now you trying to put sugar on shit and say it's wine. You feel me?
Right.
Like basically, don't throw your values away.
Yeah.
Shit that's valuable to you. Don't sacrifice shit that's valuable to you.
Yeah.
You gotta be true to yourself.
You gotta know how much you can take and tolerate. What you willing to do.
Yes, sir, Raunchy. Brother Half said, yes, sir, Raunchy Spice. Tune in later D. Crazy.
Raunchy Spice, yeah. Raunchy Spice, that's gonna be Friday, so though we gonna get into that, you feel me?
Right.
Friday, we gotta call up, man.
But shit, ain't gonna be there. I might take your spot.
Take my spot. Yeah, Brody coming for me, bro.
But yeah, man, like it's. So you know,
might fill in for you, bro. They gonna get raunchy.
Yeah, it is. It is gonna get raunchy. Some shit we gonna talk about. I mean, like, man, there's things I want to say right now. Like, bruh,
we gonna
fuck that, bro. Like, give us a sneak peek.
Nah, ain't no sneak peek. They got to tap in.
Yeah,
Friday.
man, bruh. But yeah, so it's like I got a few questions that we can ask ourselves and ask other people around us, you know, just to get an insight on what's going on and be able to try and help or communicate with people.
Right.
So first question is, how long have you been depressed or know that you've been going through something that affect your mental?
Like me per se, like I won't say that I deal with depression.
Call in too, y'all.
But then again, like we all doing something.
Q, you can put the number up there for them.
We all doing some form of fashion.
All right, y'all see the number. Go ahead, my bad, bro.
Yeah, but for me, like I just think about like where I'm not in life. Like I'm not where I want to be in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I won't say that put me in depression, but it just make me think like, you know what I'm saying? And like, now I gotta work harder, or I gotta go harder. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not where I want to be. And
I agree with that
like
too.
We all feel like
that.
Hell
Yeah.
But it's not like a deep depression.
Yeah.
Like it don't stop me from moving. Like
it's a motivational depression
Exactly. It's a motivation.
Like, I gotta get this. Like,
I gotta do it. Like, I gotta do better. Like, damn, I gotta. You know what I'm saying?
If I say it from, I feel that. And another way to look
call in on the line, homie. You call the number. I think she's saying that the number ain't working. Ain't the line on?
500-320-2277.
I'm about to go on live on Instagram. Y'all tune into my Instagram.
500.
Tune into my live on Instagram. I'm going on live on Instagram.
I can ask questions on the live.
Nick,
too.
what's up, cuz? Wanda, what up? Oh, we in here. We lit. Everybody in. Oh, that's cuz Karen over there. Tell cuz, say what up. What's up? You feel me?
Crazy.
Yeah. Calling on the line if y'all got something to say, or if y'all want to answer this question. You feel me?
Tell them the question again, Brody.
How long have you been depressed or know that you've been going through something that's affecting your mental state and health? It's for a lot of people.
Yup, tap in.
Because we all go through something, one time or another, whether you want to let somebody know or not. Like, we all feel down at some point of the day, or, go through something at some point of the day. Like, whether it's with your kids, you can be like, damn, why my kid is acting up? Or why I'm not where I want to be in life? Or, just anything. Like, and it might not be a deep depression, but we all go through something, and it's a form, of depression.
Oh, my bad. That was an error. You feel me? That was a Nevasoba error. We made a mistake and put the number backwards. Nevasoba moment. You feel me? Yeah, there you go. 320-500-2278. Yeah, that was another sober moment.
All right, man. I could put that number up because people was trying to join in my live, but I'm gonna give them the number they can dial.
Yeah, you could call
How do I
in.
do that? How do I pin that joint?
The YouTube sound up because they saying the YouTube sound.
It's on Instagram.
The YouTube, the sound is up on the YouTube. It's up. Well, you want it's going to get edited again, and this show will be back up, so you'll be able to see it.
I'm on IG. I just posted that.
Oh, wow. Hold on. What's the number?
320.
Let me get back to this.
320
500.
500.
Yeah.
2278.
Yeah. That was another sober moment, like.
Nevasoba365. You know the vibe.
What y'all getting is BTS. I ain't talking about better than sex. I'm talking about behind the scenes.
Okay. Behind the scenes, it ain't edited or nothing. It's all raw.
I
they
just
come out on YouTube. It's gonna be professional though.
I know my man General. He was trying to tune into my Instagram, but I just put the number up there.
Yeah.
If you want to call in and chime in, you know what I'm saying? Now I just put the number.
Call in.
Or they can type the question on live. On the live, they can type the question and we can.
And we'll ask it, right?
Facts.
I need my man General to get back up here.
Yeah. Call in. We need y'all to call in. You feel me? Call in if y'all got something to say.
That's the number,
talk
though,
about
you know
depression, whatever.
How long have you
call
been depressed?
Shav, what's up, baby? Yeah, know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Call in. We talking about depression.
It's perfect. Don't worry about the sound. Turn your TV up a little bit or the volume up on the
YouTube. Talk a little fast, baby.
You feel
real
me?
slow.
Yeah.
Understand that shit.
You feel me? Like, we never sober right now. Like, just turn your TV up for me or your volume up on your
Trying to get a
YouTube.
little meat on this bitch, man.
Yeah.
BMF shit, crazy.
Right. Call in though, like. So, like I said, my next question would be, how hard is it to suppress your emotions?
I suppress my emotions a lot. You know, being a man, like you know what I'm saying.
That comes part, like that pride part, like we was talking about.
Exactly. Like a lot of times,
nigga might talk down on me if I tell them like.
Right. I don't really like to tell people my problems. You know, I kind of deal with them myself, like, you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, I channel them because I don't want to lash out at nobody neither. So I might just go into a shell and not want to be bothered with nobody. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Opposed to taking my anger out on somebody else that don't even have nothing to do with what I'm going on. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but at the same time,
that shit just be like.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna deal with it myself, and at the same time, I don't want to tell nobody my issues neither.
Yeah,
like you said, they might talk down, or they're gonna tell somebody else, and so sometimes I just keep it all to myself.
I agree with
And,
that. I agree that I feel you need to occupy. To how to suppress, like, you know, depression or you feeling bad, whatever. Occupy yourself with things that's good for you. You know what I mean? You gotta figure that out. You know what I'm saying? As far as
and that also goes back to me.
Whatever.
Yeah, right. I didn't mean to cut you off, but that also goes back to me going to the gym and working out. That's part of the reason why I do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, the health right down there, but like even the anger that I might have, like, you know what I'm saying, the build up, like I just go and just zone out and just work out and sweat and like, and just for me, I'm saying for me, it makes me feel a lot better after I work out and I go to the gym, even if I'm feeling down the next night, you know, I wake up and I'm like, I'm gonna go to the gym. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I find that time, 45 minutes to an hour. I find that time out of the day and I go to the gym. That's that's my outlet opposed to talking to somebody or lashing out at somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just go in and I zone out and I beat myself up in the gym.
And to, you know, some of us as men, we experience going to jail. But 95% of, I ain't gonna say 95% of black men, but damn near a lot of us young black men be experiencing going to jail. So we be dealing with post-traumatic stress from that. You feel me?
That too.
Like said, cop cars.
And you like, cause people don't understand what you see in there. And then this another thing. Within being in jail, people find remedies and ways to free their mind. So working out become the aspect.
And that's where it started at for me. And in prison. You know what I'm saying? Going, I went downstairs. I was down Boytown, and that's just where it started at for me. Like, and I just came home and and stuck with it. It was just something for me to do. It was a stress reliever. And the same thing from being down there. It was a stress reliever, being around a bunch of different guys, different attitudes.
You don't want to be around.
People that you don't want to be around. You don't got no choice. You house with these people, and that was just a thing for me. Like I said, it was just go to the yard, get busy, by myself. They give you the little clear radio. You go outside, you work out, you bang out, you come back, take a shower. And, it just became routine for me. So, and I was going for 3 years, for 42 months, for 3.5 years. So that became a part of my routine, and that's just something that I stuck with when I came home. I still do it. It make me feel the same way as if I was in there. And that kind of, I think, helped keep me sane. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it ain't got you out here wilding because you found something to
peace,
direct your anger to. You feel me?
Right. I just beat myself up. Man. It's just like that'll wear me out, opposed to what I'm saying. And then like things don't bother me as much as they might have if I didn't do that. Like if I just had all the stuff bottled up. I might just be
say what's up, what?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
When you come from working out, niggas say what's up. You like, what's good, bro?
Yeah, what's good, bro? You feeling good? Like, I just remain humble. My humble
See, my shit always been. I always had a thing where I just put myself in a room real quick, lock the door, all that shit. I got music in it blasting.
Right.
You feel me? I'm in there writing, thinking about mad shit. So that always been my shit. And then after I come out of it, before you know, I done wrote like 14 songs and came out the motherfucking now. I feel better. You feel me?
Right.
Or I done recorded like mad songs and shit. Like it always been writing, always been a thing for me. You feel me?
Right, and that's your therapy. That's your therapy. We all need some type of. We all need some type of therapy. Aside from drinking and smoking and stuff that could alter your mind.
Cause that's your vice. Cause everybody got their own
vice.
That's a vice
too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I drink and I smoke too. But I go to the gym too. So like that goes back to balance. Right. It goes back to balance.
Everything is balance. Life is balance. Everything is about balance.
Exactly. Nothing is off balance. That's why I say to believe that we came from one place is a bad preconceived notion. You need to look at it like we come from everywhere in the world because that's balance.
Right.
If everybody,
I always remember this Jadakiss interview. He said he realized Mary J and DMX had to leave Yonkers. That's when they really made it and they blew up to stars when they got out of their hood. And that always stuck with me, like, because the world is bigger than just your hood. Or where you was born at, where you was raised at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the world is bigger than that. It's bigger than that. It's so much more shit going on. That's like when Walt was talking about the nuts and saying, all this about, about the peanuts and the different, the vegetables and stuff like that. That's stuff I didn't know. But that's stuff that he knew. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We got the package, too. We got the package.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, the world is just, is bigger than what you think. Absolutely. Or what you think you may know.
Yeah. Sometimes it ain't where you from, it's where you at.
And in this package, like, if you want to get this packet, like, hold on. If you want to get this packet I put together is about the brain health. You feel me? Telling you meditation, sleep, relaxation. You feel me? Food, nutrition, and then when you open it up, you get to see things that teach you about your overall brain health, good working memory, ability to respond. Recalling long-term memories. These things let you know sleep regulation, that your brain is doing good. When you start experiencing memory loss and things like that, maybe you need to get more sleep or start eating right or exercising to build that brain power up. You feel me? Like,
yeah, that's another thing too. Like, I always been the early bird, like going to bed and stuff like that. Like the proper rest.
People be like, "Oh, I sleep when I die," or
You need the proper rest.
Take that nap, but you gonna be done up for 2 more days.
And especially when you get older, you know what I'm saying? I'm in my mid-30s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It start catching up.
Yo, for the men, that's in their 30s. You need to get you, if you having problems and you in your 30s, you need to get you some Tomcat. You feel me? That'll help you. Tomcat.
Tongue?
Yeah, okay. Tomcat. That'll help with that. Your man down there keep your shit right and everything.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I was just looking at YouTube videos and things.
Fucking Spartan.
I am Spartan.
This why he ain't gonna be here for raunchy sex, cause he
gonna be in this shit. He gonna be Spartan.
Hey, yo, nah, you know what's crazy? I was just looking on YouTube of things, like just like natural things that you can eat and drink that get your blood.
That's what
all it's about, right?
Blood.
Peppers, like for instance, right? Green peppers, red peppers, jalapenos.
Yeah,
you know all
that my shit.
Like now you eat them jalapenos. When you eat jalapenos, you know what that do to you?
Oxygen to your brain. Yeah.
What peppers do to you? When you smile, it give you that rosy smile in your cheeks and all that. It give you that red and it get your blood flowing and everything. Yeah. So when girls, you look like, oh, you look. Cause you been eating your pepper, like your face clear. You get what I'm saying? All of that shit like pepper, how your blood flowing.
Yeah, I'm about to put together a juice though, something that gets your blood flowing. All natural stuff, like beets.
I love each other at the same time.
Yo, matter of fact,
get them beats in there, man.
I don't know what brand name is on IG. But Keon, if you know Keon with the baby hair, that's what we used to call him. You feel me? Yeah. But if you ever come across, bro, he got the sea moss. Tasha, you feel me? Anybody y'all who know Asia's sister, you feel me? Tasha, she got all different types of drinks, you know, that'll help with a lot of things.
Yeah.
So try and look for these people on IG. Like anybody who got their IGs and handles, you know, send it out to anybody you know. Cause we trying to build health around here. Like people who got it. You could go to South Orange Ave too, and it's a herbal store on South Orange Ave that got everything you need in there.
I'm gonna put something together for y'all. Watch, like, cause I'm telling you, I be doing my research. I'm gonna put something together.
Even for the lazy folks too, bro. They got a bottle. They got bottles in shop, right? They got spinach and
already put together.
All that together in a bottle. Like
I'm gonna put something natural together
with a vitamin. You straight
for natural blood flow. You know, oxygen to the brain. You know, throughout the body for the muscles and everything. Like, I wrote all this stuff down. I just never experimented with it and drunk it for myself. But I'm gonna get it right. And, I'm gonna share that with everybody.
Most definitely, and we definitely gotta have the product first before it.
Right? No, for sure. We gonna share it right here on the podcast.
Facts. You feel me?
Like 65 is going down.
Another thing I want to show you in the package is tell you about how much percentage your body is made up of water, you feel me, and how many cups of water you should drink, you feel me. So 8 cups of water, you feel me, that's what you need to drink.
8 cups, how many ounces is that?
8 cups of water.
Or how many ounces should you drink daily?
You should always try to put the amount of your half of your body weight in your
cup of water is 84 ounces, so if you want to say that, I mean,
64 ounces?
Yeah, so you figure
even if you, listen, if you don't get the 8, it depends on your body weight too.
Go ahead, Brody.
My fault, bro. It depends on your body weight, because a dude like me, I'm bony.
Yeah, so he go half of his body weight.
5 of those 6, I'm straight. That's 8 for me.
Like 70% of your body weight.
You get what I'm trying to say.
That's what it say right here.
Yeah, so 70%, that's how much you. But the average.
That's how much your body is made up of water. So if you can't take that much water into your body, or you don't like drinking that much water, I say get half of that. You feel me?
Okay.
Half of your weight. You get what I'm saying? Think about it like that.
On my worst days, bro, I bottle in the morning, bottle at night. Yeah, that's my worst days, yo.
Yeah, I got the thing in the house, the Polar Spring, where they drop, where they drop it off to you, the 8 gallons.
Yeah, bro, I get the 35 pack from this joint.
Yeah,
and it's in my bedroom.
Word. And as we go on here, we just get to be able to look at what the lungs look like, what the brain look like, the heart, the stomach, all these things, and everything that you seeing, you could go find fruits and vegetables that link to all of these things and that look like these things, and you can eat them, and it will help you do.
That's crazy. The fruit's gonna look like.
That's what the water.
Vegetables.
You feel me?
Matter at these two.
Like, yeah.
That's what the water matter. Bladder and kidneys.
And even though on this picture,
that water in there.
I had forgot to put the picture in of the women's, but even though with the male reproductive system, you look at the women's and the male, it's the same thing. You get what I'm saying? The woman's, it's just the woman's. Ours is the woman's, you know, on the out. You feel me? Like
opposite.
I'm not trying to go too much into it because that's what Margie spoke.
That's why they don't know your gender until you about 5 months or some shit like that.
Yeah.
You heard? Because organs, we all grow the same. You just gotta figure out.
In the package is the questions like
shit came out.
You could do yourself or evaluate yourself. You feel me? Or someone else. Like how long have you been depressed? How hard is it to suppress your emotions? Like the next one I meant to ask, do people feel suicidal at times? Or do you feel suicidal? Or ever thought it?
Oh yeah, nah. Me, I never felt like that. I never felt like I was suicidal.
As long as I'm here, I got a chance.
Yeah, bro. I know so many people that's not here.
Right.
I can't even fathom that because I've been disrespecting my ancestors, my peoples, anybody I love.
I was always taught like you go the opposite way when you felt like if you do that, if you commit that act. But I know I could see like how people how depression can make you can push people.
But
to
this
that.
why we tell people.
Might have lost somebody.
This why we tell people, bro.
Like
You
they
heard?
don't got nothing else
To simplify it.
Right.
You heard? You beat millions of motherfuckers to that egg, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know that, right?
Oh, you
billions.
Yeah.
My fault. You know, a lot of niggas died on the way there.
Because
you know what I mean? So I'm saying, like,
hold on. I'm gonna just drop this. You feel me? Because that was supposed to be wrong.
No, but simplify it. That's how important you should feel about yourself.
This.
That's your confidence.
You gotta think like this. You gotta think like this. 1 billion sperm cells go out. And out of them billion, one make it through. He shoot past all the other sperm cells. Now, once he hit the egg, he can't fully get in. So the other ones push that nigga through, and then they die off. You feel me?
Right. And that one is you. But everybody don't think that deep. And
now this what. That's why I said I'm gonna save it for Raunchy Spice because this is what we gotta understand that. Mothers and fathers don't plan babies. You choose the mother and father. You see what I'm saying? Right. Because you shot past the other billion. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Some people lost their mother. Yeah. Some people you feel like they can't live without their mother. Some people lost their father. Yeah. Feel like they can't live without. Some people lost everything and just feel like they can't take it no more. Mm-hmm. But they gotta realize that. They always got a shot. But they gotta realize that they always got a shot. Long as they waking up,
breathing,
it could turn around. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
hit the lotto the next day.
Right, like you said, you can't don't count no bum out. You could be laughing at a bum, and that could end up you the next day. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? A bum could be a bum today and be a millionaire tomorrow.
Or that bum could have been a millionaire all along, just was being rebellious to what his family wanted him to do.
There's a lot of people like that. There's a lot of people that's doing that right now, like straight leaving their rich families, like being homeless. Like Kanye.
You seen the Chinese girl?
You seen the Chinese girl? I don't know if y'all remember. He used to walk around with the badge.
His family came from.
Everybody know him. You feel me?
You see the Chinese royalty chick? She gave up her royalty to marry her man? To live a regular life in America?
Yeah. Oh, yeah? Nah, I ain't see that.
But she was royalty.
I can believe it.
She didn't take the money that they wanted to give her.
I can believe it. You know what I'm saying?
So my next question is, what's going on in your life that you're aware of that could be making you depressed? Because a lot of people be knowing the severity of things in their life, and then it's where the depression be coming from. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they so aware of what they got messed up in their life or what's not going on. And that's when we got to realize that depression is awareness too.
Right, exactly. Like I say... I say I'm not in no deep depression stage or nothing like that. But sometimes we could be hard on ourselves. Yeah. Like we not where we at. I mean where we want to be. You know what I'm saying today. But we gotta keep striving, because that don't mean that we not gonna be there tomorrow.
I want to add on that.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I agree with that, Brody.
Where the person come from, it's making the same exact mistake.
Yeah, lunacy.
Changing something.
That's
thinking that you're gonna write.
That's being insane.
Because if you have a new problem, that's a new problem.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's something that's not you're used to. Mm-hmm. So that's motivation in itself. You know what I'm saying? But if you keep going through the same thing, bro,
something gotta change.
Come on, bro. That's like a boxer.
And what's the
I'm boxing you. You can whoop my ass, right? But I keep getting up, coming back, right? I'm getting knocked out, so I can't get up no more.
Right.
And it's over.
Right. Maybe that ain't your profession.
Maybe I need to move to the side and be like, yo, this your boy. Let me fight him.
That's like,
I'm not. It's a joke, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Maybe even be a coach. Maybe boxing not for you all together.
Exactly. Maybe I need to run track. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to jump.
Yeah. Because that,
you feel me?
The fact of the matter is,
don't keep doing the same thing and complain.
That's always true. You feel me? Because a nigga could be a decent basketball player, but be a great ass coach.
Right.
Because he studied the game harder than everybody else.
Exactly.
You feel me? Rather than him actually having the athletic ability to do all the shit, you feel me? He studied the game more.
You gotta know your place, man. Everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta figure out where you stand at, or like what's for you. Because everything is not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not made to be a hustler. Everybody not made to be a...
And that's
when you realize who you are?
Yeah, if ignorant jerks still watching, tell them we gonna get him up and we gonna bomb him too. Ignorant jerk.
Strawberry.
Nah, but bro, that's the thing. Sometimes we drive ourselves depressed because of what's around us and what we've seen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some of us get motivated, but the people that don't be like,
some people like social media.
That's what drags them down. But they like, they want what you want.
Right.
But they're not willing to go in the gym. They're not willing to get the arms.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Oh, you think you big? You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, nah, bro.
That's Count Stacks right there.
Yeah.
Tell Count Stacks we gonna see him on Wednesday. He can pull up to this shit.
Yeah,
you feel me?
He talking shit to me and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, he talking about the
Count Racks up there. He talking shit.
Yeah, he just did
so now
I'm saying right there, Chip.
My next question is, the last one is, how can we stop depression in our world today?
With the children.
Yeah, like basically,
we can always get better as adults, but if we could get majority of these children to at least get them.
Go ahead, you go ahead.
My bad.
If we could get the children to listen, we can't shelter them forever, right? But in the time that we are, especially like from like 1 to 12, if we could build their confidence and educate them enough and give them examples of what they're going to be experienced. Like, we all talk shit about school, right? We wish we learned law, tax law.
Yeah.
You feel me? Even how to all of that. They was trying to just teach us about cars, nails, being a nurse,
planets and shit,
and working that shop, right? You know what I mean, and so on and so on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. We gotta grab the children when they're young, but the one thing we gotta do is grab the adults. Cause they don't want teaching the children.
You fucked up.
But that's the ones that's gonna teach them. So I agree with that too. You know what I'm saying? If we could get the right leaders to harness, you know how it is.
I seen some shit in Louisiana that I thought was dope. Like, they show how the kids started a big ass brawl, fighting in school, fighting each other, going crazy. And then the fathers, all the black fathers came together and start going around the school, being out there patrolling, making sure that type of shit wasn't going on, talking to them.
They ain't no aggressive shit, bro. Like, they encouraging, like, making little jokes with them.
That just brought me back. Something happened at my daughter. She was on the bus. I was FaceTiming. So I heard the little boys like, suck my dick. Like, they were just saying it. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were 12 years old. Like, so that triggered something in me. Like, I'm like, hold up. Like, where you at? I'm trying to go out on the bus so I can check these boys. You
trying to make sure they the 240.
Right. So I'm like, hold on. Like, you know, but I missed the kids had got off by the time my daughter had got off. So I went to the school the next day. You know, I had to tell the principal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, then I kind of felt, I'm like, damn, I feel like I'm ratting. No, for real.
But I'm like, break
it's either that or I was just about to run up on this bus.
You was doing that.
Because,
you trying to break it.
Right, that's not tolerable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like when we was kids, like, we might have thought that but you know, that's actually disrespect. You might thought it was cool one day, but you don't now.
You got mental health too.
Right.
You're a wise man.
Yeah, I had to go to the school.
Funny story. I remember how me and Rook met when we was little. Like, we was on the bus, right? And both our name Anthony, right? So motherfucking somebody said Anthony, Rook, young as hell, 2nd grade, stood up. Who the fuck calling my name? My mother chaperoning us. She like, boy, you better sit your ass down. There's 2 people on this bus named Anthony. So from then on, that's how me and Rook got cool. And Rook learned, you feel me? Like, oh shit, like it's somebody that's going somebody that's going to put you in your place in the motherfucker. You feel me? Like teach you some mannerism, like you feel me? But bruh got mannerism. It's just, you know, when you in the environment around your peers and shit, we act differently. Right? I had to be on, you know, because Mom Dukes is 2nd grade. She right there, but trust and believe. If you see it around your mother,
it's lit.
Where the bitches at?
Exactly.
You know what's funny? Like, that's why people got. That's another thing, bro. You heard? People gotta stop. People gotta stop acting funny, like, or whatever, when somebody's showing generosity or saying, "Oh, thank you, I appreciate you." Like, some people be like, "Oh, you don't gotta say that." Like, yo, listen, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. That, you know, that
appreciate somebody appreciating you, bro. Because them same people that be like, "Oh, you don't gotta say nothing," be the same motherfuckers talking crazy about you. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, that goes back to when I was downstate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, you know, I was just saying, like, yes, man. Like, you know, I know, like, to the COs. So, you know, this kid, he like, damn, like, I hope, like, you talk like that on the record. Like, you ain't just saying that to the COs. I'm like, nah, I'm just, you know, that's just how I talk. Like, yes, I said that, I could say that to anybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? I show the COs respect, and in return, they show me respect. My bed was
that's
sweet.
What it's about.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, I ain't gotta be no tough ass. Like, I'm, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm being me. Like, I'm being genuine. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They come with mental health too. That's how you know people be.
Right. Like, I ain't off that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because in order to respect something or someone, you have to be able to observe it from a different perspective.
Exactly.
Take yourself out of yourself. And
you're not dealing with pride at that moment.
And sometimes, bro, sometimes when it come at you, bro, you have to set an example. Long as there's no violence, like, you know what I mean, like harmful shit.
Right.
You have to sometimes set an example, bro, because you can't always do, you know what I mean. And what my grandfather taught me is like, you know, you take, you know what I mean, 3 steps back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta look at the whole situation sometimes.
You try your best to avoid the conflict.
Right.
You know what I mean? Try to educate or come to understanding, or even if you don't, have respect. So, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So, you know, with that being said, you feel me? Like, I feel like this was a great topic to touch on. Healing, raising all health. Like, it was a great show. Had some great conversation, people chiming in, and, you know, I should just say, it take a village to raise a child, and both hands wash the face. Nevasoba365.
Yeah, for sure. Chiefy, we out. See y'all next time.
You know,
you know the vibe.
Get ready. Wednesday, times has changed and changing times. You feel me? And then Friday is Raunchy Spice. What everybody ready for?
Yeah, I might be back for that one. We gonna get kinky in here.
Raunchy Spice. You know that? You feel me?
Brody taking my spot, you heard?
Friday.
Thank you.
Spice.
Yeah,
we gonna be lit.
I'm getting more
quarterly direct.
But it wasn't from me.
We out. We gonna leave out with this.
I can't be on there, but y'all trying to get me in trouble. I'm probably in trouble with the comments, nigga.
2 goats, nigga.
God damn.
Like drink champs in here.
And if you want the package, hit my IG up. Hit the line so you can get it. You feel me?
What you see here is real, no faux no cars, still get money.
Oh yeah, I got a package. I'm taking this one too. You can take another one with you with somebody else. Because all if you want.
for the herbs, I wrote my put this shit up at the job. Cause these niggas
I told you I'm about to get something. I'm about to really make something for Blood Flow though. Like I was looking that up on YouTube.
Facts. Oh, that's your shit, Beats for Life. Beats for Life. That's dope. Beats for Life. That's you, bro. Beats is what you
before I was made to go. When everybody lost faith, I gave them hope. When times got hard,
Q, that was a good show today.
then we stood in that hall till we made a note.
Q with his goal. That was a good show today, right there. Bro, we don't want to see no Eagles. I'd rather see Dallas.
Red design, check my glow. Got a dangerous mind and I'm coolio. Everywhere I go, it's a movie, yo. Me and my shorties, we poly. Me and my shooters, we party. I don't gotta do much hardly to get a bad thing to ride me like a Ducati. Never so far, 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 never so far.